What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros, Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. I feel a little at an angle today. It's because I'm changing things around. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Big day today. Big day today. Tell you about that in just a little bit. Hello, Blabs.
Hi, I guess I'll hide behind you. Anyway, so I see the Rumble chat's already having a giant feud right now. They're debating chunky or smooth peanut butter in their peanut butter and jam sandwiches. Sandwich. So I'm saying smooth, but I do like the chunky. So
I had no doubt you like the chunky, Blabs.
what do
No
you
doubt.
prefer? Smooth or chunky?
It depends on the sandwich. Depends on the
Okay,
situation.
peanut butter and jam. That's what they're asking specifically. PB and jam.
Well, I don't do this jam nonsense. It's jelly, my dear. Jelly is what it's called. Peanut butter and jelly.
Jam, jelly, all the J's. Which one do you prefer?
On a sandwich, I prefer the chunky peanut butter.
Okay. But in a spoon, I'm guessing it's just smooth.
Well, I'm not going to eat. What kind of weirdo eats peanut butter with a spoon?
Hello!
Okay. Hello. Hi. Yeah,
You telling me
okay.
you've never just been like, I want a spoon of peanut butter.
No.
There's
No.
something wrong with you?
I just not a big fan of eating peanut butter by itself. It needs to be with something, either crackers or bread or really anything.
make me
Ritz. I not the first time you told me that on this show, which
This
is
is true. At least once
Yeah.
a week.
You know, it's a reoccurring segment on the show. Craig makes Blabs sad.
Should be a segment.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have a big show today, Blabs. Very excited for everything that we have on our run sheet today. Massive show. I try new things with thumbnails today. People are like, what are you using the AI slop for? The AI slop on the thumbnails. And I'm like, well, you're just trying out things. We're just trying things. But you notice that we're always trying things on this show, different things. It's never the same show. Most of the time. Sometimes it's the same show, but we try to change things up with thumbnails and all sorts of fun things, which is what we're doing there. So if you got issues with Anthony Fauci being on thumbnail with a little bit AI admin or whatever it is. By the way, Blabs, your hair looks crazy. I just realized that.
Yeah, it made me have like what they call it, the cornrows, I think it's called, right? With the really small braids.
I
have that apparently now.
I
And a
like
crazy
culturally.
face.
Yeah, I do like culturally appropriating Blabs.
That's
I do.
fine.
Yeah, that's good. Well, lots going on today. We're going to be getting to that. Probably the most important thing today is something that I can't wait to talk about with our guest, with the true star of the show. But before we get to him, I would like to welcome on everyone's favorite pirate. Please welcome Keen to the show. Hello, Pirate
Yo.
Keen.
Ahoy, how's it going? Thank you for having me.
I learned a pirate fact yesterday. I don't even know if it's true, though. Okay, so apparently the reason pirates wore a patch over their eye was not because they were missing an eye. It was because when they were going below deck and there was no light, they immediately lifted it up and they could see because their eye was trained to see like super dark and they could adjust really fast and see below deck. And I'm just like, is that real? So
I've heard mixed on that. Some people say it's bullshit. I choose to believe it's real because it's cool. So yes.
yeah, right. It's like I need to see motion activated, and it's just your eyeball, and you're going around below
Old,
deck. Like, that's
old
still-
school night vision. Yeah.
Yeah, unless they're like One-Eyed Willie from the Goonies, and they really don't have an eye. Isn't
Well,
that
I
interesting?
appreciate that, and that does sound very interesting to me. What is way cooler is having an eye stabbed out and then having a patch over your eye. I think that's way cooler.
I would not
Yes.
like to have my eyes stabbed out. I like my eyeballs. So
Well, no, but you're also not a pirate.
this is true, but I could still be a pirate. I would just be a very well-kept, hygiene, good stuff pirate. Yeah, I don't
So
want to be
you'd be
smelly.
gay.
What?
You'd be a gay pirate.
Why? Because I'm well kept.
Yeah.
But I'm a girl.
Well, yeah, but you still be gay.
You're gay.
Oh, wonderful. Let's go.
All right. She's on fire today, folks. I'll tell you what. Listen, if I could just, I know that we have all the zingers left and right on this show on a regular basis, which is great. But we've been counting it down over the last 10 days. And today, ladies and gentlemen, is a very wonderful day. A spectacular day. 25. You know what? Let's clear it out, because there's one guy who should really be telling this story. I'm going to go small. I'm going to bring in the host, the true star of the show, Phoenix.
All right.
Phoenix,
How you doing?
Tell everybody.
Many moons ago, on my actual birthday, which is incredible, we had Fast and the Furious race into our hearts into the theater, and it changed cinema forever. One might say, I would say it's probably the greatest film franchise of all time, way better than The Godfather and all that other stuff. And Craig, over the weekend, I was thinking to myself, looking at pictures of you and Blabs, and I said, these people are not my friends, because I don't have friends. Craig,
It's true.
I have family. And that is what I learned from Fast and the Furious, and that's what I'm bringing here today, Craig.
And I love that about you, Phoenix. Thank you for your bravery, for your strength, and allowing us to be a part of your family. And I love truly everything.
Let's race like Fast and Furious. Eat my dust. I'm owning this race.
Which is why, yes, let's go. And we're gonna, throughout the show, Phoenix is going to be breaking down all the great moments of Fast and Furious. Phoenix, what do you got today, buddy?
We're going to start with the top 5 hot. Well, I got to get rid of the car. Hold up. We're doing the top 5 hottest characters. You ready?
Yeah.
Number 5, Cypher, played by Charlize Theron. She was the enemy. You knew her, you loved her, in a submarine when the Fast and Furious crew literally raced a submarine on an ice bank. Number 4, Giselle Gal Gadot, I believe. I'm hearing a little bit of an echo. That's okay. Giselle, number 4. You loved her in that one. She was Wonder Woman, but way hotter in the Fast and the Furious series. Number 3, Letty, Michelle Rodriguez. I know that right now all of you guys out there are getting really excited that Jordana Brewster is probably coming up in the next 2 slots. Will that leukemia-faced bitch be in it? No, because number 2, Riley Hicks, played by Gina Carano, easily one of the hottest babes, if you will, in the Fast and the Furious franchise. Number 1, who could it be? As I said, definitely not Jordana Brewster. It's going to Ramsey Natalie Emmanuel. You also know her from the Game of Thrones series. This is your number 1 and accurate hottest Fast and the Furious characters. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much for that, Phoenix. Appreciate that. I want to let you know that while you were in the middle of doing that, my battery ran out in my headset, and I had to run over and literally plug my headset into my computer.
Oh, so
I
that's
could hear
what
it.
that was.
Yeah, it was terrifying. So I'm all the way on this side. I got to adjust my camera again as Keen was
Dutch tilting the whole time.
I know. I feel like I got to be like trying to turn a little bit. But hey, whatever. Listen, happy 25th anniversary for Fast and Furious today.
Thank you.
This is a big deal.
25 years. And they've made 10 films in those 25 years. Well, they've made 11, actually.
Chat does not agree with you. Just saying.
I
Chat
know.
does not agree with your list.
I am aware. And their number 1 is Jordana Brewster, but at some point you have to come to terms with she does look like she has leukemia. She looks like she's from Dark Crystal. You remember the Dark Crystal, those disturbing Jim Henson Muppets? That's what she looks like.
No, I don't, but thank you for that visual. That's
I'm right.
Excellent. Okay, well, we need to pull up a picture of that so we can have referenced right there.
Yeah,
Oh my
so most men
God.
love
Wait,
Jordana
wait,
Brewster.
hang on. I had to go and look. You're talking about Jordana Brewster, right?
Correct.
She does not have leukemia face.
Yes, she does. She looks like a dude. Look at that picture,
Yeah,
lower left.
this picture's
Come
bad.
on.
Some
This picture.
of those are a little lizardy. Yeah.
This
Yeah, no,
picture's
there's-
cute,
No,
but this one's not.
no, she is not attractive. I'm so sorry, everybody. You're wrong. And remember, I am the official Fast and Furious
That's
aficionado.
fair.
It is
Good point.
Ramsey easily for the win.
No.
Yes.
But she's very pretty, but I wouldn't say she's the top of what you should.
Wrong. Next.
All right.
Wow.
Not even close. That is incorrect.
Well, I appreciate that. This is going to be a big day today. Big day today. And one thing that, in addition to, listen, when I say it's a spectacular show, I truly mean a spectacular show today. As we are celebrating the 25th anniversary of Fast and Furious today. Last week, we exposed Phoenix to a wonderful other franchise called Bloodsport, which was great. Coming up next Thursday, exclusively over on Side Scrollers Plus, we also have the greatness that is the Star Spangled Brotacular.
Yes,
Thursday,
yes.
July 2nd. Man, it's gonna be awesome with Leaflet. It's gonna be over on Side Scrollers Plus. Can't wait for that. It's
3
gonna
p.m.
be great.
Eastern.
Yes.
Can I just say how awesome it is? Because like, especially on the YouTube end, like how often do you get a great panel of people in the video game space playing something patriotic on around the July 4th time? You don't see it. It's almost like they have an aversion to this country. So I'm really happy that we're doing this. We're going to bring a little patriotism to the USA there. Yeah. very excited.
Merca.
Damn right.
Damn right. Thank you, Keen. Appreciate that.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's good. In addition to celebrating the 25th anniversary of Fast and Furious, we also have the beginning of a brand new tournament happening today, right now. This was a very, very hard tournament to put together. As a matter of fact, I don't even know what the first round looks like. This is the first time we're doing this. Phoenix has put together this entire tournament. We finalized the contestants in this, but we do not know the order. So Phoenix has done this.
One of us knows it. Yeah. One of us
Yes,
knows
only Phoenix
It's
knows
me.
it.
it. I like it.
But starting today, we begin the greatest movie franchise ever tournament, which is very exciting. And starting on the 25th anniversary of Fast and Furious, Phoenix, I would like for you to present today's first matchup.
So I do need to preface this with, I know that there's a lot of people angry at me today for that list. So I'm just going to say Jordana Brewster is number one. Here we go. Remember that. I said Jordana Brewster is number one.
The first matchup in the greatest movie franchise ever tournament is Fast and Furious versus Harry Potter.
Oh. What?
Hi.
What a
Look, I'm even wearing
juxtaposition.
the shirt and everything.
Jordana Brewster is very, very hot. Make sure you vote for Fast and Furious.
This is truly a matchup of look, we're going to put them next to each other. There we go. Thank you very
Just
much.
Look at my room, bro. Mine's actually real, unlike Phoenix's.
Now, Phoenix, we do have a bracket set up. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Let's take a look at the bracket right now because you'll see.
But
Thank you very much for that. The greatest movie ever franchise tournament. You'll see Fast and Furious taking on Harry Potter. Who are they taking on? Who are they taking on? I legitimately have no idea what the matchup of this is. This is going to be spectacular. So I will learn with you guys in real time. And we'll learn more tomorrow, which is very, very exciting. So the first matchup in the greatest movie franchise ever tournament is Fast and Furious versus Harry Potter. Do you like fast cars and hot women, or do you like little boys and magic?
That is such a horrible way to like.
that is a very,
promote
very fair
something.
assessment, Craig.
That is such a shit way to. I also just realized today that it's not actually called Fast and the Furious. It's just called Fast and Furious. I've been writing Fast and the Furious.
It didn't know it is. the
It's
Fast and
called
the
a
Furious.
lot of different things.
No,
It's
I'm
called-
really confused.
It's no
Sometimes it's
Fast and
fast.
guys. Let me help you all. out.
Fast
That
or
is-
Furious.
Fast and Furious was the fourth one. That was the semi-reboot. The Fast and the Furious is the proper one, which was 25 years ago.
You know who has a
on
simple
my
title?
birthday.
Harry Potter. It's just one title.
No,
Is
it's
it?
not.
Mysterious.
Philosopher's
Harry
no,
Potter.
Philosopher's Stone, and what's the other one?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a book. That's the book though.
What's the other one called?
Sorcerer's Stone? If you want to be in the
Bingo.
US.
So there's
But
two
I'm just
titles.
saying,
Next.
Overall, the whole franchise is called Harry Potter.
Bobs,
So-
when I see Harry Potter on whatever streaming service it is, it's so confusing that the titles were so confusing. They had to start putting numbers in the thumbnails so people can keep track. Fast and Furious, it's very simply Fast and Furious 1, Fast and Furious 2. It's very simple. It's just laid out right there.
Yeah, it's very, very simple.
Not even
It's
chronologically in order. You can't say they're simple when you can't even watch them chronologically correct.
It's so simple. It's easy. Anyways, well, look, it doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter what we think. It does not matter at all. What truly matters is what you think. Well, you can vote with your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. So please let us know. What are you giggling at, Keen?
We were talking about the naming convention. Can I just read through the Fast and the Furious titles here? Because I
Yes,
do
please.
love that. Yes.
I
Okay.
know,
So we have
ready, sure.
The Fat. Well, aren't you special? And yes, you are. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
The Fast and the Furious. Too Fast, Too Furious. Those are numbers. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Okay. Fast and Furious with the ampersand. Yes, ampersand. Fast 5. That's spelled out, the 5 there. Fast and Furious 6. That's a number again. Furious 7. They were fast there, so I think that one's a little misleading, but we just have Furious 7 there. The Fate of the Furious. That one doesn't have a number at all. That's 8. F9. The Fast Saga. That one's just F. Fast X. And there we go.
I don't understand. Like, is there something confusion about that? There?
I got on.
No. I mean, I thought that was pretty straightforward there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought so too. It's very, very easy to understand. I appreciate that. That's good. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. While your votes come flowing in today with your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants throughout the duration of the
Heat
show.
freeze, or is that just me? Oh, okay.
Did I? No, I'm good. I'm good.
That may have been on my end. Sorry, my internet's a little
Okay.
weird.
Okay. As they come flowing in, we're going to read off some of those throughout the duration of the show, which is great. But we have a large run sheet of topics today, including some, there were 3 very big stories that were broken on the internet this weekend. And guess who's not talking about them? Mainstream media. So we're going to spend some time talking about that today. We have a fourth grade teacher unveiling some very intimate information to our class, which is, I've been waiting to talk about this for a little bit. An instance of the world maybe potentially healing. And if we have time, some plain talk as well. There was also, I was hidden in the replies this weekend by somebody, by an account.
Congratulations.
Thank you for that. Appreciate that. So we'll get to that, as well as Game Pass being like communism. A popular dev feels that way about Xbox Game Pass, and the most expensive Steam game known to man at $1,000 to buy it.
That's the base game, right? Because I know there are ones with DLC that total much higher than that. So just a $1,000 base game. All right.
Yes, that is
Good luck
right.
with that, guys.
So we'll get to that in a little bit throughout the show. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the 150,000 normal men who have found us over on YouTube, the 50,000 who have found us over on Rumble, the 7 million who have found us over on Kick, and the 6 who have found us over on Twitch, which is great. So glad you're with us today. And, of course, you can find the show over on Spotify as we continue to grow a little bit more over there. So big things happening today. Very glad you're with us. Blaz, why don't you get a couple supers while I figure out my camera situation over here?
If you insist. Jason from 5 says, spoiler alert, nothing will happen, Fauci. It's just more political theater and you'll fall for it yet again. This is why heads actually need to roll. Thank you for the 5. Marmalin for 10 says, chunky and it's jelly, not jam. The fuck? I don't want people to J-O in my sandwich. So not all the J's. Okay. Hidekaya for 5 says, I like mine chunky. Blabs.
Real quick, the problem with Fauci is that he's been pardoned, so there's not much you can do. Okay, sorry, Blab.
Not with that attitude.
True.
Anyway. Okay, so Chief Corey Anderson for 5 says, really enjoyed the Bloodsport watch along. Please make that a reoccurring segment. Time Cop should be the next movie or Harry Potter for Blabs. Thank you very much. Marlon for 10 says, Phoenix is the hottest character of side scrollers. This is known. Much love. Happy birthday, Phoenix, you Easter Bunny bitch.
That's true. Thank you, Marmalin.
Shield Wall of Dragons member for 31 months says, for the love of all that's holy, please tell me Phoenix has seen the Conan Barbarian. Make Bob's watch so she can finally start puberty.
I have not.
Candidate for one says, I'd go with Gal Gadot personally. I'd knock the walls off Jericho down for that Israelite. Oh, my.
She's flat, though. That's the problem. Flat and no ass, so that's the problem.
Wiz for one says, plus chat says, hi, Keen. I posted your Kyusha memes from yesterday in chat. Viva la AI revolution.
Oh, man.
Godzilla's Greaser for 5 says, Godzilla's the greatest movie franchise no matter who wins this tournament. Objection to this will result in a kaiju destroying your home.
I guess we'll see. We'll see. But today it's not about Godzilla at all. It's about blood and family.
Victus Omega for 10 says, as a Doom enjoyer going with Fast and Furious, may donate for Harry Potter later. That's 10 for Fast and Furious. Hades of Olympus for
Thank
20
you.
says, from a Hufflepuff loyalist, take my $20 for Harry Potter. Ooh, thank you. Chief Core Anderson for 5 says, Harry Potter for the win. If Fast and Furious wins, I will shuffle off this mortal coil. So that's 5 for Harry Potter. Magician Frog, which is a fantastic name, over on Kick, is celebrating 8 months on Kick with the message saying 8 months with the normal man. Thank you for being here.
Let's go.
Vescarbino says, member message, Fast and the Furious, easy. So that's basically 4 for Fast and the Furious. Gear for $5.61 says, reminder you on the C-19 cover-up that those were linked towards those who called out Stellar Blade fans PDPs without adding any proof they're likely to arrest anyone, resist the NWO. Harry Potter. All right, $5.61.
I understood some of that. I just, on principle, based.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Yeah. Anyway, you keep going, Craig, because I got a whole bunch I got to catch up on now.
Saint says for 5 says, I like Harry Potter movies, but Fast and Furious hands down for America. It's 5 for Harry Potter. Right
and
there.
family.
And
Damn
family.
right, Keem.
Bentley guy came in with 10, says the Fap and Furious DSP in his right hand. Here's to Phoenix's favorite franchise, even though his list was dog poo. There's 10 for Fast and Furious. Cyrus Score came in with $8.99, or I guess we'll just round it up to 9. No message. Just thank you so much. That's via Rumble Wallet, and that's spectacular.
Ooh, we love that. Thank you.
Yes. Jefferson came in with 5. Says, Harry Potter is cool and all, but how does he feel about family? Probably not great. $5 for family.
He would love his family if they weren't dead.
Sin Swords came in with $50. Says, for the Crusade and Harry freaking Potter right there. Sin Swords, thank you so much for that wonderful support.
Yeah.
We are going to this. I have a feeling today's matchup is going to be a knockdown, drag out fight because we have Phoenix's favorite franchise, we have Blabs' favorite franchise right off the bat. My God,
I'm ready, Craig. Because I live my life a quarter mile at a time. I got this one. I'm ready for the long road ahead, brother.
All right. I love it. I love that about you, Phoenix. Always prepared, ready to go. XL Arts came in with 5, says, wasn't all Biden's pardons overturned thanks to the auto pen?
No.
No, they were not.
They should be, but no.
Gearick says, I'm very excited for Stuntman Hollywood next year. I'm voting for Harry Potter, and it's for its creator response stated she was drunk for saying buzzwords in 2019. That's $2.80 for Harry Potter. Yeti for 20 says, only cool series get Lego games. $20 for Gryffindor. Oh, okay. All right. And Wolf and Wings came in with 20. Says family, Fast and Furious right there. And
that was
Christmas,
20?
Yes, it was. And Christmas Loving Engineer came in for 10. Says, I haven't seen either franchise, but 10 to Fast and Furious for Phoenix. Thank you so much, Christmas Loving Engineer. Phoenix, let's get an early update on our early returns here today.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So $64 for the Fast and Furious franchise, $103.41 for Harry Potter. But we have not hit our NOS yet. When we do, we will blow past Harry Potter. That's for shit sure. That'll tell you that right now.
A quick reminder, thank you very much for that, Phoenix, that today is the 25th anniversary of Fast and Furious.
And you know what this entire year is? The 25th.
Let's race like Fast and Furious. Eat my dust. I'm owning this race.
That's right. Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate that. I'm sorry, Blast. I couldn't hear you by
perfect timing, yeah.
I couldn't hear you over the intro and Phoenix counting down his top 5 action things.
Top 5 action scenes in the Fast and the Furious franchise. Here we go. Number 5. Oh, I gotta pop that on. But there it is, and I gotta get rid of this card. Didn't think that through. All right. Number 5. From Fast and the Furious 7, the 3-tower jump. I believe this is in Dubai.
Wait, I'm sorry, I haven't seen this. They're jumping cars from building to building.
Yes.
And this is number 5?
This is number 5. It gets better and better, my friend. Yeah. They begin in one tower, and then they go into the next and the next, and they just keep driving through the tower. Number 4, Cars vs. Plane. That's right, in Fast and Furious 6, our favorite beloved car crusaders take on a plane. But here's the best part. The action sequence takes place on a runway. As you all know, if you've ever been on a plane, a runway takes, I don't know, maybe a minute to clear. Well, this was for about 45 minutes. And so people did the math and said that the runway is 27.86 miles long.
It's a very long runway.
Oh, it's so good. All right. Number 3, Tokyo Drift. That's Fast and Furious 3. Literally any racing scene in Tokyo Drift. My God, there's a part where you have an overhead of a big turn and they're all just swerving around it. And then that big final scene where they're on the mountains. Oh, so good. But number 2, Fast and the Fury 8, Deckard
Oh, this
Shaw.
is a good scene. I will say
The baby
that.
scene where Deckard is on a plane. He has to protect a baby, and he does this operatic ballet of gunfire and mayhem against an entire plane of basically what amounts to ninjas. And number 1 from Fast and the Furious 5, the safe chase scene. There is no greater car chase in the history of cinema than when our Fast and Furious crew they attach a super strong rope to a vault and carry it through an entire city for 20 minutes and bulldoze through buildings, people, cars, you name it.
And the rope
greatest
never
scene of all time.
snaps.
Never
It's amazing.
snaps. That, my friends, is your top 5 Fast and Furious action scenes. Thank you.
Thank you, Phoenix, for living your life a quarter mile at a time. I appreciate
right, brother.
that. Outstanding. Also, that $9 from Rumble Wallet goes to Harry Potter. Of course, thank you, Keen, for keeping up with that. All right, so we'll be stopping down throughout the duration of the show for wonderful Fast and Furious moments.
I agree. Wonderful Harry Potter moments. Yes.
Okay, well, Blabs, every day is a wonderful Harry Potter moment with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Getting
there,
something in the mail today. I'm very excited.
you are always getting something in the mail from Harry.
No,
I
haven't gotten anything all last week, and I don't even think the week before.
I got to rewatch Fast and Furious. Maybe we'll do like some watch-alongs on stream or something. That could be fun. But yeah,
Yes.
because I agree. Like the Tokyo Drift stuff. I mean, there's a bunch of great scenes, but I do like as fun as the ridiculous stuff gets. I do like the more grounded, so to speak, stuff.
Sure.
So yeah, Drift is fun. The earlier ones are fun, and yeah, then the crazy stuff is fun too. But yeah, no, Tokyo Drift. I'm just like, yeah.
I feel like it's been a while. I mean, I've seen 1, 2, 3. At a certain point, I did kind of drop off of the Fast and Furious franchise, but I feel like maybe this is something we should do on Plus, where we just sit down and watch every single
At once,
Fast and Furious,
back to back.
Just a back. Man, I don't know if I can. Phoenix, could you handle that?
I don't know, Craig. Boy, you know what? I guess I'll just have to figure something out. Sure, I guess.
All right, well, we'll see if we can get that on the schedule. A Fast and Furious marathon where we just go from 1 to 10 or 11 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't even seen them go to space in a car yet.
Spoiler alert.
I've missed out, haven't I?
You sure have, Craig.
Yeah.
You sure have. There's a magnet car, Craig. I mean, that should have been on the list. There's a car that is all magnets, and all the cars just keep flying towards it, and it's just driving down the road, and all the cars just stick to it. You can't beat that. And everyone is in it. All of them. Even John Cena. Everyone in the world is in these movies. All of them.
Okay.
And there's like robot cars and shit. Like there's one of those. The cars are like the enemies. They're just doing
Zombie
crazy
cars.
shit. Yeah, zombie cars.
Zombie
Well,
cars.
I can already tell right now that between zombie cars and magnetic cars and all that stuff, this is going to be an uphill battle today against Harry Potter today in our matchup of the greatest movie franchises in history. Today's battle, once again, Harry Potter versus Fast and Furious. Dr. T is King came in with 10, says I'm voting for Harry Potter not because I want Harry Potter to win, but so the Fast and the Furious. I guess that's just a simple statement right there. He says, "May Phoenix forgive me."
I think he means he wants them to lose, and I don't know why he hates family, but yeah, that's kind of messed up.
It's really rough.
That 10?
That was 10 from Dr. T is King. Don't forget that, Phoenix. He betrayed you right there. Young
God King
Stel
Emperor
came in,
remembers.
says, maybe because I'm 40, but definitely Fast and Furious over Harry Potter slop. There's 2.
You didn't
Shots
even let me
fired.
like say my thing for you. Just cut me off. By the way, so it's 25 years of Fast and Furious, but it's also 25 years for Harry Potter. Like literally, it's 25 years of magic this entire year. Just saying.
Exciting.
I got a dog.
You did. I don't know why everyone's laughing. I'm multitasking too. Did I miss something?
You got cut off again.
No.
No, I didn't.
No, she's doing great.
I don't know.
Yeah, congrats on the dog. Dogs are great.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks,
congratulations.
Thanks, appreciate that. We'll have right now. Her name is June, but that may change between now and then. We'll see. It's three weeks when we get
Is
June.
it because
but
you bought her in June?
yeah. Well,
Not
I
very
want
original, is
I
it?
wanted an old lady name. You know, I wanted an old lady name, and June is
Esmeralda,
I want a really old lady name for my dog.
yeah. You know, I wanted-
Gertrude.
Esmeralda.
yeah. So we're
Gertie.
still figuring all that out.
Aggie.
So.
Agatha. Aggie.
Let me know, chat, what you think about the new dog's name. It's a girl, all right? Confirmed. No pronouns, all right? So right now the leader in the clubhouse is June. So, but you let us know what I should name my dog. Not that I'll...
Aggie.
Yeah. Aggie?
Yeah, for Agatha. You want an old lady name, Aggie.
Okay. That's a real... You can just add a single letter to that. It'd go south really quick, Blast.
Saggy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Took me a second. I was like, I'm going through the alphabet.
Just make your way down there, chat, and figure it out for yourself. Yeah.
Mildred.
Yeah. Or Millie. Millie's cute.
Fucking Rumble. One of them
dog- you said
suggests you
barf,
name your
bro?
one of them suggests you name your female dog after a certain Austrian painter.
Yeah, that's Saint. Saint will do that to you, but no, she does not. She does not have a mustache, and she does not have the Hitler mustache.
I've seen the videos. Craig sent me lots of pictures of the dog today. I was very
did, she has.
happy.
Very cute.
Thank you very much. All right, real quick, before we get into some serious news, Keen, you wanted to showcase something that you're doing for Leaflet. This is her AI contest that she's doing.
Yes, sort of. It's a giant shit post. I think people will enjoy it. I kind of terrified the people I worked on this with when I said I was going to show it off here because it's very goofy. I think people will like it though. But they said I can do it. I can show it. But y'all need to know that we can do much better. I think like quality is decent, but this was a joke we whipped together very quickly. So they wanted me to be very clear on that one. But yes.
Oh. So everyone take this extremely seriously and be
Yes,
upset if it's
exactly.
not perfect.
This is
okay?
the best we can do, and it's going to be very hard to top it. We'll probably never top it. This is our masterpiece. This is our And
Quick question for
Yeah.
context. What is for everybody? What is the contest like? What are you trying to achieve?
okay, I really like this. So there was background. I know you've talked about this before on the show, but background, there was a game, Party Animals, that did a contest, and they wanted it to be as broad as possible so they could get everyone in, and not everyone is a traditional artist. So they're like, hey, let's go ahead and do an AI contest. And everything went swimmingly. There was no controversy whatsoever. No, I'm just kidding. A bunch of freaking AI antis came in and were like, how dare you? Don't you know this is stealing art and destroying water? I don't know how you destroy water, but yeah, it destroys water. It's theft. Think of the poor artists who, are totally not obnoxious on Twitter. No, it does seem like the whiniest artists aren't very good, just saying. Like, I think a lot of the artists are actually embracing AI. But anyway, a bunch of people whined. I think there was more to it. I think there was botting going on too, possibly even foreign interference, like, because there's a bunch of shit here. So we might actually have been fighting China or some shit on this. But anyway, long story short, not really, long story medium length, they cucked and did a poll. Like they were already cucking, like because their option was cancel it completely, change it to a traditional artist only, no AI, or do AI and allow regular traditional art as well. They should have had an option that's just like keep the contest as is. Anyway, a bunch of the AI community got involved in that, got engaged. They're like, yay, we like AI. We're gonna jump in on this. We like this. Hey, there I am. I'm very right there. Anyway, the poll went in the way of the anti-AI people. Again, I think there's botting, doesn't really matter, but they canceled the contest completely, which is really stupid because they should have shifted it to traditional art, not cancel it completely. Like, I don't know why they did that. I think they just want to be hated or some shit like that. But anyway, contest went down. I love how long-winded this is, but yeah, contest went down, and Leaflet's like, same day, like, this is not acceptable. We're going to fix this. We're going to do our own thing, which is what you're supposed to do. Like, we got to do our own thing. I know you guys are all on board with the doing your own thing. Yep. But yeah, anyway, she's like, so we're going to do a replacement thing in our universe, Lyrian Chronicles, and set that up real damn quick.
And this is a, what exactly are we looking at here?
So yeah, the contest is basically do anything involving, I think, it's mostly Lyrian Chronicles focused, which is our RPG, tabletop RPG. Mm-hmm. But I think technically you can do anything with any of her like intellectual property, basically, like any of her franchises. Like you can just do a leaflet thing, you can do whatever. But the point is, as a replacement for the party animals thing that got taken away, so people can engage creatively with creating AI stuff. So it's to boost the AI creativity, as well as it's very clever. It's all advertisement for Leaf's projects too.
Right,
so,
right.
But yeah, anyway, so a bunch of yeah.
Let's go take a look at it.
Okay.
This is fake news.
Alrighty. Thank you for watching, everybody. Peace.
1,000, 1,100.
Go get him, kid. Finally finished. Now if only I could read.
Gas, gas, gas.
Enhance.
You are strong. You are worthy. You are not a lizard person.
We gotta go. Leaflet is here.
Who the frick is Leaflet?
There's definitely some AI in this.
Yeah, there's some AI.
Definitely a little. I'll tell you what, this is what we'll do. I want everyone to go watch this by themselves. So I want to put the rest of this, the link to this, in the description for people to go check out. Is that cool?
It's your show, yeah.
Yeah. So another 2 minutes of this right here, and just a little sneak peek of what's going on right there. So
go like 20 seconds more. Best scene is coming up.
Sorry. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
When we were making that, we were losing it every time we saw that scene of him lighting the shit on fire. It's just so great. The scream, the look back, then the continued scream. We had so much fun doing that.
The jank is real, and
yes.
I appreciate the jank of it for sure. All right, well, everyone go check that out for themselves. We'll put a link to that in the description if you'd like to. Thank you very much, Blaz. Appreciate that. All right, let's get to some news. Did you guys know there's a big holiday over the weekend? It's called Father's Day. Did you guys celebrate it with your dads? Phoenix, I'm sure you didn't. So that's rough. Sorry about that.
He doesn't do holidays.
I
He didn't even
know
know it was Father's Day yesterday.
I don't even know if Phoenix does dads. But
wow, wink, wink.
Yeah, that's good. Blabs, did you enjoy your Father's Day?
Yeah, I got him a cookbook.
That's
It's
good.
grilling sandwiches.
That's
Benefits
wonderful.
Me, you see.
Is it? Yes. Is it going to say sandwiches that I'm going to cook for you, Dad? Is that
No. It's more reading material. He likes reading a lot of cookbooks and stuff. So.
Well, my birthday is right next to Father's Day, and I for one, very much appreciate. Why were you thinking? Thank you? What?
You said happy birthday, so that's my birthday.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. It was our birthday. We share.
Correct.
But of the two, I certainly appreciate Father's Day much more than I do my birthday. My birthday I get just because I'm alive, right? But Father's Day I get for being a dad. I kind of earned it, and I appreciate that. Unfortunately, not everybody feels the same way about Father's Day, as over the weekend, the New York Times put together an editorial, and this is insane. This is courtesy of Matt Taibbi over on X. Today's New York Times editorial on Father's Day is an all-timer. Again, don't know where to put this in the funny versus horrifying axis. To my daughter, my gender was never complicated. Once again, this was posted on Father's Day here. Oh, you look really different. Yeah. Yeah, you look cool. Then or now? They felt they need to create some sort of this is a woman here. Now this is clearly a woman pretending to be a man. You can't grow a beard. You're a girl. My dad did, and he was a girl. Although moving past it was hard sometimes. Right here, they can move between complex topics. How long did you have your breast for, Dad?
Good Lord.
Can I just also say the art is terrible, and this would have been a good place for some AI slop? You could make that better in a second. Also, wow, someone should do that. Just go through the whole thing and make it based and hilarious. Just destroy the whole thing more than they already did.
This is amazing to see that they would, on Father's Day of all things, they were like, hey, we really need to put this out and really change the definition of what a father is over here. But what's interesting about this, Eric Berenson over on X says, cannot make this up either. New York Times Opinion had 4 recent pieces about fatherhood and masculinity with 6 authors, 3 women, 1 woman pretending to be a man, and 2 childless men. Not one father, not one single father with opinion pieces about that should have an opinion about fatherhood. The cultural elite contempt for dads runs so deep we don't even get to speak for ourselves right here.
Quick question.
Yes.
So was the punchline to that comic, how long have you had breasts, Dad?
No,
was that the end of the comic?
That wasn't. There was no punchline.
No, I mean, but that is the last frame.
I think it might go
It's probably just
more.
an example.
Yeah, I think there is more.
There is.
Right,
but
anyway, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, it's totally fine. By the way, Blabs, can you find an archive link to that New York Times piece if you wouldn't mind?
I tried earlier. It's not. I think they've blocked it from archive sites. Maybe archive.today will work. I don't know. I tried earlier and it was throwing up repeated captchas and wouldn't let it go through. And it's yep.
I'm amazed to see how people can look at this and be like, yeah, that's fine. Like, this is the New York Times. Like, what the fuck happened to the New York Times to deliver this? And like, Phoenix, you don't do holidays, but obviously you see the merit in the idea of celebrating dads.
I think there's actually a critical importance to holidays and Father's Day and all that stuff. 100%. Yeah.
Keen, it does seem like, and you posted this over on X, every Father's Day, every Men's Day without fail, it's almost like they actually don't want equality. They just want to tear everything down.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
yes.
That's literally it. That's exactly what these commies want. 100%.
Yes. And commie is so broad because it goes like I love smearing commies, but it goes beyond that because it's a mindset too. Like, not everyone who has the communist mindset is a actual communist or subscribes to that. But yeah, there's this whole idea that everyone needs to be equal, the crabs in the bucket, the tearing everyone down. But yeah, it's very frustrating, and they do hate anyone they view as having a higher standing hierarchically. So they hate men, they hate white people, they hate Western civilization, they hate anyone who's doing better than anyone else because it's a threat to equality, which is really stupid because if they actually cared about people, they'd want to bring people up to that level, not tear everyone down. Like, men shouldn't be a threat. Men doing cool stuff should be an aspiration that everyone else goes up to. So, yeah, I've talked about this a lot too, but the fatherhood is important, and motherhood, but we're talking Father's Day, but I'm just saying being a parent is important because it gives you investment in society and obviously, of course, continues the human race, which is kind of important. But yeah, no, they don't like that. And it's also, I was looking it up because I was curious, it's also a big point of that they can use for societal control. I was curious, and if you look up voting patterns of parents versus non-parents, it is massive. So not even getting into that democracy is fake and gay, but it's like a 40-point swing or something like that. You've got 60%. Oh, so yeah, just in 2024, 60% men with children were voting for Trump and 40% for Harris. And it's closer with women, of course, because they shouldn't be voting. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, massive difference there across the board.
Well, we do have the full thing pulled up here. Right here. Do you want to go through this entire Odyssey here, Phoenix?
Boy, do I!
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. Do you want me to read it? Oh, you got it. Okay.
I'll read it. How about you read the parts of the little girl, right?
Okay.
And I'll read the parts of the old woman who wants to be a man, right?
Okay.
All right. And I'll read the I'll be the Morgan Freeman
narrator
as well. Yes. You need a thick skin to be a parent.
You're slow because you're old.
I just want to say already, it's amazing that is their example of needing a thick skin. You're slow because you're old. Oh no, I'm devastated. A child called me slow and old. It's all over. How weak are you?
You need to be so thick-skinned. You needed to write an opinion piece for the New York Times about this. Just want to point that out. I've been living as a trans man since I was 18 years old. But when my wife and I had Elliot, I had to learn how to be a trans dad.
Hey, hey, Dad.
Nice.
Thank you. How did you grow a mustache if you were a lady?
I hate it so much. And it's always so stilted, too.
It's fascinating. I wasn't out to everyone as trans.
Who's that?
It's me. That's him trying to. That's her trying to do the man voice. Oh, sorry. Mm-hmm. It's me. But with Elliot, I had to learn how to talk about it. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Phoenix.
Is this me? Okay.
Yeah,
you look really different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look cool.
Then or now?
Then.
Ooh, burn. Roasted. I had to trust her with the most vulnerable version of myself.
I told my friend at school that Mom made you a cake when you got your surgery.
God, this is child abuse. Sorry.
Yeah, and she should just be wearing that helmet the whole time because she's very special.
Just running into things for no reason. Watch out for the corner, Sonny. Oh, right. That's nice. I don't actually tell everyone I'm trans. I save it for the special people.
You're going to burn in eternal hellfire. I mean, don't worry. I didn't tell them you were trans.
Yeah, like we can't all tell, dog. All right.
That'd be great. You need thick skin. You're going to hell, Mom. You're going to hell.
I carried shame around with me my whole life. I didn't want to pass that on to my daughter.
I want to grow
Did he just assume his child's gender? I'm just saying.
Oh,
like,
good
that's kind of
point.
fucked up.
Good point.
Good point. Yes, she did. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, this is horrifying. I want to grow a beard when I grow up. Oh, good Lord.
It's definitely not grooming. Totally not. Yes.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh,
you can't grow a beard. You're a girl. Oh, my dad did, and he was a girl.
Although moving past it was hard sometimes.
Look at the facial expressions down at the bottom. She's like, "Aw, shit."
Kids can accept things at face value. You mean like you can just, they're very malleable, and if you tell them they're a boy or a girl, they'll just believe you? It's amazing how that works out. That's right.
That's what my dad used to be called.
Also, I want to say,
hold on.
I
don't understand that.
It should have more context there.
Like in a glare.
I don't know.
Like a wiener? Is it a wiener? Is it a hot dog? Is it like a?
But anyway, I save telling people I'm trans for the special people. Now here's a whole fucking article about it.
Right. Apparently, the entire telling everybody special is everybody who has a New York Times subscription. So there's that.
And the entire internet when Twitter gets a hold of it, and we laugh at it. Oh, Claire. Wow, did we need multi-panels for that?
That's what my dad used to be called.
I got it right.
Claire.
You were asking about the punchline. That's the punchline. It should just end there. Oh,
I thought it was
so funny.
These are eclairs.
See, I thought it was donut, and just she was going to cover up dough, and just because she's a fucking nut. Sorry. All right. They can move between complex topics.
How long did you have breasts for, Dad?
Elon needs to hurry up with the rocket ships. I want to go to Mars, or send other people to Mars. I haven't decided which yet.
Rocket ships.
We'll keep Earth.
That they're making like the animated movie, and Selena Gomez is voicing someone who does like a plant-based fuel rocket ship.
Ooh, sounds brilliant. to something absurd within moments.
Hey, did you know gymnasts fart as they run, and it helps them run faster?
So they're taking their kids seriously here, right? Just want like they move between complex topics and absurd things. It's okay, yeah, all right, this is great.
Something needs to be done with these people.
It's usually us adults that complicate matters.
I spy something beginning with T.
Testosterone?
Tranny?
I was going to say things. Yeah, I was going to say a couple of slurs that start with T, but I don't think I can. But you all know.
Is tranny a slur? Can you not say that?
I don't think so. I think you can say. I think you can say tranny.
You know what? Yeah, but you're the one who got us in trouble on YouTube.
I didn't. It was Garlock's fault.
Hey, real quick on a side note, while we were driving down to get the dog, or go pick up the dog, or go pick out the dog,
tranny, didn't you?
we listened to Weird Al in it, and there's a scene. There's a I think it's a song about TMZ, and he talks about a celebrity picking up a tranny in it, and it's kind of funny. So you wonder how Weird Al would feel about gender affirmation right now. Mm-hmm. But let's continue. Oh,
is that me?
No, it's me. It's me. Termite, turtleneck, tiny morsel of soil. I'm trying to do anything but say it again. Listen.
Trees.
Okay.
I hate everything about this.
Yes, I agree.
The more I've watched Elliot. The weird, like, gender fluid name Elliot here. Oh, Elliot. Embrace who she is. Once again, extremely, extremely problematic of this person. The more I've watched Elliot embrace who she is, moving through the world with her wild and free spirit and her sense of humor. Damn, I forgot the hummus.
Oh no, let's have a 1-minute silence for the hummus.
I still hate everything about this.
Sorry, it was so funny. I had to step away for a second. Just look at how funny and great this is. This is wonderful. The more I learned how to embrace who I am. See, he's actually thinking about jumping.
Clearly, he embraces. Yes. She embraces who he is, or whatever.
Yes. Thinking about jumping in the pool and drowning herself at this point. That's really unfortunate. That's crazy. I thought I was teaching Elliot how to be happy and secure.
I want to feed you to a woodchopper, Daddy.
Yet all along, she had been doing that for me.
Maybe I'll be like you when I grow up.
Oh, that's yeah?
So disturbing.
I agree.
So disturbing.
Definitely not grooming. Definitely not grooming.
I was going to say the percentages are much higher of those kind of people's kids also being that. It's it's disturbing.
Yeah, I mean, and let's be clear, like on the word, like I want to be you when I grow up, right? That is an aspiration to. It's not what I am. It's like saying I want to be an astronaut, so I have to work towards that. So this is I want to emulate what you have done. That's not what they always say, which was I was born this way. This is I want to copy and emulate what you are doing. I mean, it's right there in the text.
Yeah, and here I was saying they don't aspire to anything, but I guess they aspire to be weird gender freaks.
Oh no.
When groomed, yes.
They aspire to be short. You see, because that's the joke here. Yeah, really short. Does any kid really aspire to be really short? Let's be real.
No, this whole thing is stupid and super self-centered too. Like it's all about him, not about the child or fatherhood or motherhood or whatever the frick this all is. But yeah, it's just all about trans stuff and the ideology and the message. It's always about the message.
Do you know what I saw when I woke up this morning? I saw this video of a tranny getting married, but the thing is, they had no arms or legs. And so this trans was just hobbling down the aisle, and it's basically like, so you're crushing your balls because you're kind of walking without legs in a wedding dress. Do you want to see it? Because I have it.
No, I don't. I have no interest in that at all, but I appreciate it.
I went and researched it.
I have no doubt. No doubt.
His name was Gabe. Not anymore.
Real quick, I do want to point out, this is how I know, like, you see this stuff, and it's very easy to go like, man, what the hell? But here's the reality. And you absolutely should go, what the hell? But then you see things like this. A change.org petition that is all about canceling Father's Day to promote All-Inclusive Parents' Day. Did you see this, Phoenix, in your way to...
Just checking. They're canceling Mother's Day too, right? For All-Inclusive Parents' Day?
Well, let's just play a quick game here, because I saw this online and I was like, hey, look, maybe like there's a lot of people who really want this to be done, right? Hey, Christopher Columbus is a bad guy. We're going to have Indigenous People Day now, right? And that kind of took over. So do you think, let's just play the game, Phoenix. Let's get a little production value here. How many people have signed the change.org protest, the petition to end Father's Day? Keen, I'm going to start with you.
I am abstaining because I actually looked at the run sheet.
Okay. All right.
Quick question. Who submitted this? Is it like a big organization?
This, and I'm glad you asked that. Thank you very much. This apparently is gaining momentum over at change.org right here. This Scotty Hendersonville is the petition starter here. It just looks like a random person here.
Okay.
Right here. And I just think it does say it is gaining momentum on change.org right now. So Phoenix, yes. How many people have want to cancel Father's Day to promote All-Inclusive Parents' Day?
150 people.
Okay. Labs?
I've seen the number.
Okay.
Oh,
Phoenix.
It's just me.
Just you, Phoenix.
He wins. He's closest. Congratulations and happy birthday.
Actually, you did lose, Phoenix, because you actually went over, which gives me hope that only 42 idiots have signed this over at change.org right here. So there we are.
I will say it doesn't matter, though, because this is a more common viewpoint than just those 42 people. So it doesn't really matter how many people signed this particular one, because it is, I mean, we just saw a New York Times article about some of that, and we've seen other stuff about canceling Father's Day. So yeah, this one is a small thing, but the viewpoint is much broader than that.
I do want to read a little bit about the issue here and why Father's Day is apparently a bad thing. Here it is right here. A Father's Day resistance movement is brewing out on social media.
Sure.
Yeah, not really, pal, with your 42 verified signatures. It's not new, but I've been watching it grow on my social media feeds more than ever this year. In the past few days, some men have noticed that our yearly Father's Fest serves only to remind them they have no children.
Skill issue.
Yes. Others, males and female, have remarked that the hoopla serves only to trigger memories of fathers they never knew, who abused or abandoned them, who have died. Many within the LGBTQ plus community have expressed their distaste
Of course.
for Father's Day. Serves promoting
surprise.
toxic masculinity.
Just want to say crabs in a bucket again. That's the crabs in the bucket thing.
A good reason to hashtag in Father's Day. It's a gendered holiday which promotes choosing violent and sexist vocabulary and singling out those who don't have fathers or identify as male or a father. Although I'm a dad, I think it's time to put an end to Father's Day over here. So there we go. That's the pitch here. That's the pitch, and I don't really feel like we need to do. It's amazing to see that these freaks continue to push and push and push. And it's also amazing to see only 42 lost souls have signed that.
Oh, if only the God King Emperor could solve this. It would be, oh, fuck me. It's so fast and so furious. Ooh, speaking of.
Speaking of, that's good.
I'd solve this in a minute.
Really, what would you do, Phoenix?
Oh, the first thing I would do is I would break every single bone in these people's bodies and reshape their body into a toilet, like a skin toilet. And and we keep them on an IV drip. That way they're always alive as we take shits in them for eternity. I think that's a starter.
I'm gonna say I would like to remind you, Phoenix, that we are on YouTube probation right
Minecraft,
now.
In Minecraft.
Yeah,
if you say so.
And that's certainly
I will remind
not...
people, I am not a God King Emperor. I have no power to do anything.
And that's not a call to violence. That's just something he
it's not
wishes
a call
he
to
could do.
violence at
Yes.
all. I don't think anyone has the ability to reshape the human form into toilets. If anyone does, my God, well, keep that
Get
power
in
to
touch.
yourself.
God did when he formed. I always feel so bad when I say this. Who was the guy? Every single time I just get a visualization of this. Who was the guy that was in the wheelchair who was really, really smart? That was Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's kind of retarded.
Spell.
Yes. I've mentioned this before. I'm a horrible person for feeling this way, but I do feel like Stephen Hawking at one point looked like God came down and just decided to crush him with Master Hand.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Okay,
It's funny.
I don't. Thank you for that, Phoenix. I appreciate you validating my sick, dark humor. All right, we have an intense battle happening today between Fast and Furious and Harry Potter in the first day of our greatest movie franchise ever tournament happening today, starting today. It's exciting. And I have some supers I need to read off. Then we're going to get to the big story today. Ooh. The big story, which is the massive cover-up of the probably biggest life-changing thing that happened in probably all of our lifetimes. So we'll get to that very, very shortly. But first, Young Stokes says, I own a 64 Mustang, so Fast and Furious, Harriest for kids. Meh, that's $2 for Fast and Furious right there. Con Air for 20, great to see you, says, my shift at work got bumped back a few hours. This means I can watch live and to celebrate. This goes to wherever Blabs and Phoenix decide. Uh-oh. If you can't decide together, then rock, paper, scissors. Ooh. All right, here we go. Let's see it.
Xenosaga.
Best of 3 or just the first one?
It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah, I know, but are we doing best of 3 or just one time?
Nope, just one time. Winner
All
take
right,
all.
Craig, you have to say it.
All right, ready?
Huh?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay.
Tie.
Okay,
Just
here we
do
go.
5-5? Okay.
No. Here we go. Listen. Gotta have a winner. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Phoenix,
I win. You idiot! You had the rock. She won. She had the rock, and then she freaked out and did.
No.
Again.
She ended on scissors. Phoenix, you win $20. I'm the judge right there. $20 goes to.
I didn't think you were actually going there. That's why I panicked. I thought you were just saying how the thing was. Like, oh, he's just telling Phoenix the order, and I was like, oh no. So I panicked.
Thank you for that wonderful moment. Jarl Doom came in with 20, says, much love, Blads, but I'm a simple man. I love badass cars and hot women. 20 for the Fast and Furious, but don't let this distract you from what Hector is up to. If you know, you know. $20 for Fast and Furious. Wes says, Craig, since having Superman actors on the show is now something that's happened more than once, can you guys have Henry Cavill on? Yes, we can have Henry Cavill on. 100%.
He's open invite. The problem is he probably won't come on.
No, you just say, of course, absolutely. Good old Hyena Fur came in with $49.99. Says, put this on Xenosaga. Wait, we're doing movie franchises. Put this on Mobile Suit Gundam, like the Star Trek of anime. Hyena Fur, we're not doing that. We're not doing that today. We're not, but thank you very much for your support, Hyena Fur. That is spectacular. I love that.
Thank you very much.
Oh, man. Let's see. He's Hyena Fur. You're going to go on the wall. Danny Delete for 4 says, name the dog Dog. I think that would be priceless. Also, for family, $4 for Fast and Furious. Yes, Dog. I actually had a neighbor named their dog Dog, like dog. Mighty Megatron for $4.50. That's in USA Tether right there. So let's not forget Hector is going to be running 3 Honda Civics with spoon engines. And on top of that, he just came into Harry's to order 3 T66 turbos with NOS and a Motec exhaust, 5 for Harry Potter. That's a journey right there for Mighty Megatron. Nathan came in and says, I stopped calling them terms like liberals and communists because the term poser and LARPer is better and more insulting to them. Like,
They're not, though. A bunch of them are true believers and the rest are brainwashed. Like, yes, they pose and LARP, but it goes beyond that, and they're dangerous. It doesn't do them justice. Sorry, Super Chatter. You're wrong.
Thanks, Nathan. Professor Plagueback came in with 10 says, these people are cynical nihilists and want to only want to tear everything down in a spite. Yep. Mercenary says, these aren't comics. These are crimes against humanity. Torture against the soul itself is an abomination of God. How do you really feel about it, Mercenary?
Here's the question. The God King Emperor, all jokes and all that stuff. But like at some point, I would love to have a discussion, obviously right now, but we've got to figure like, what do we do? Like literally, how do we do this peacefully? What is the solution when you've got such a large portion, or what appears to be such a large portion of the world out there that just believes literal crazy things? You know what I mean? Like that, like what do you do with that? How do we move forward?
I actually have a bit of an answer, which is just keep doing stuff like what you guys are doing. As long as we keep pushing our own thing. I do think culture is shifting back more in a sane direction. And a bunch of these people, like I said, they're brainwashed. They will do whatever it becomes most popular. So, and you've kind of got like small percentages on each side. So like 10-20% of the culture going our way can shift a bunch of the normies. Even the people thinking crazy stuff right now will switch sides and be like true believers on our side. Like we can turn people from liberals into chuds easily if we keep doing stuff.
There is one thing that we can do, Phoenix.
Let's race like Fast and Furious. Eat my dust. I'm owning this race.
We can celebrate Fast and Furious 25th anniversary, Phoenix. Let's go.
All right. Let's do, I am now going to definitively rank all 10 films. Maybe, Craig, we break this into 5 and 5. I think that sounds like a good idea, right?
It sounds great. Yes.
All right, here we go. The top 10 Fast and Furious movies. All right, we're going to start with number 10. That is Fast and Furious. That is part 4. This is easily a fat bag of AIDS. There's nearly nothing about it that is redeeming other than the mind race. We've got, for number 9, Fast 9. This is where, boy, oh boy, did they jump the shark, and they landed in space because Fast and the Furious goes to space in Fast 9, the Fast Saga. Number 8, we've got Fast X. Kind of a big disappointment. Momoa was allowed to do whatever the hell he wants, and he debatably ruins this film, but still some pretty good action scenes, especially the bomb rolling boulder detonator that's in that film. We've got number 7. This is the one where, unfortunately, our good friend Paul Walker passed away. Furious 7. A great first half, but boy, howdy, does that last half really, really fall apart. Unfortunately, this would have been at the very top of the list, but that last hour, bag of shit. And for right now, finally, number 6, Fast and Furious 6. The incredible tank scene at the end. You cannot beat it. This is one of the better films, but we'll get to the top 5 in a little while.
I am awaiting with bated breath, Phoenix, for your top 5 Fast and Furious films. We'll find out very soon exactly what they are. But you just never know. As we celebrate the 25th anniversary of Fast and Furious today on the show, keep on driving, Phoenix, and living your life 1/4 mile at a time. And I appreciate that about you. Let me get to a couple more supers, then I want to move on to this big story here. Jesus Freak came in with 10, says, children will believe anything. As a father myself, I've convinced my kid of many silly things as gains, but these people take that trust and abuse it for their own perverse desires. Whew, preach, Jesus Freak. Hades of Olympus came in and says, I think Elon just needs to do what he did in Mass Effect 2 with the place we found Jack, and just make a prison ship for all these crazies in society. just send them all off. Cryptic came in with 5, says the New York Times is a bunch of French baguettes. Right there, thank you. Huabua Andy came in with 20, says the best movie franchise with titles like The Harry and the Potter, Too Harry, Too Potter, Harry Potter and the Azkaban Drift, Harry and Potter,
No, that actually
Harry
sounds
5,
cool. Azkaban Drift.
Harry and Potter 6, Potter 7, Harry 8, $20 for family. Right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Straka for Hire came in, says, I absolutely despise these people. Eternal victim mentality. Someone is always the enemy when you're average and uninteresting. Honestly, fuck them. Blabs can choose where this goes. Blabs going fast and
Clearly
furious?
the 10 for Harry Potter. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Verbose came in with $9.99. Says, great to see my favorite pirate. Love your recent work.
Thank you.
The one with the best hat can decide where the money goes. It's up to you to figure this out. Well, I'll tell you what. Keen, you get to decide where $10 goes.
Family.
All right. Paul Anderson says, I own a 62 Ford Anglia
How
flying
fucking
car.
dare you? That says Anglia, you retard. Put this on Harry Potter. 5 for Harry Potter. Thank you.
Blabs, why are you so mad?
You called Anglia or Angeli. What'd you say, Anglia?
Anglia. I don't know. I never heard that before. I'm sorry.
You've never seen the Ford. Nah.
I've never seen the Ford
Well, they're
Anglia.
talking cars here, and you don't even know the one car in Harry Potter. Like, get fucked, bro.
Why are you so mad?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I can tell. God damn, get a Snickers. Jesus. All right, golly. And Alex came in with 5, says, Fat Bag of AIDS is going to be my next fantasy football team name. That's wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and move on to, real quick, let's get an update from you, Phoenix, before we move on to the COVID stuff.
Guys, we need to find 42 cents because at the moment, 142 for Fast and Furious and 142.41.
You put the 5
For
on the
Harry
Ford,
Potter.
right? For Harry Potter?
I did.
Good.
Yeah. So that's the current thing. But Blabs is getting very angry right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I still have those two pictures next to each other. It's just hilarious. Vin Diesel and kid Harry Potter.
So mad. I don't know why you're so mad today,
I
Blabs.
feel like Phoenix skewed this on purpose. He put like a little baby Harry poster with then instead of like actual adult Harry. You
I
and
was
Craig
trying
schemed this
not
up
to skew
together
anything.
where you were like, "Oh, this is gonna be little boy does magic versus family." Like, ah.
Why is she so mad?
I
Pete?
don't know.
She's so mad right
On
now.
a day of magic, my God. Good
Yeah,
Lord, you're winning, by the way.
Yes, at a day of celebration, Blabs. That is the 25th anniversary of the release of Fast and Furious, and you're over here just being so mean about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been counting this down for literally 10 days.
No. It's my villain arc. I'm
So
teal turning.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I do want to let you know, Blabs, that Torst Wolf came in with $10. Says Fast and Furious easily. It's all about family.
Hey,
Like my
Torst, you
fam-
get it.
Like my fam Keem right there.
Hell yeah.
So let's just do a quick glance at where we're currently sitting right now. Phoenix, just a quick update if you don't mind.
152 for Fast and the Furious and 142.41 for Harry Potter.
I'm confused. What?
I just want to get your reaction to that. That's all. All right. We'll do more of this as we continue, and hopefully Blabs doesn't murder somebody by the end
She's
of the show.
very competitive. You don't get a line of sight. Watch out.
She's so mad. Crazy. All right. We'll see how the rest of this goes. All right. When we left on Friday, there was a bombshell that was dropped. It says 45 million views over on X. This courtesy of Tulsi Gabbard right here. It says, today on my final day of the Director of National Intelligence, I'm releasing never-before-seen communications and documents exposing how Dr. Fauci provided millions of U.S. taxpayer dollars to fund dangerous gain-of-function research at the Wuhan lab, worked with politicized elements within the intelligence community to suppress the truth about his actions and hide the virus's lab leak origins, and lied to Congress while under oath in 2024. It's time you know the truth here.
All right. Before we play though, like on my last day, so when now that I can't do anything about it, here's the thing everyone knew for years. Have fun, guys. Peace.
Yeah, I have strong feelings about the idea of releasing it on your last day, literally your last hour, and then be like, well, see you later. You know, like I have strong feelings about that as well.
This will shock absolutely no one, but I hate the government. And this is one of the so-called outsiders too. Like this is one of the edge cases coming in here, gonna change shit. Nah.
Well, let's see what Tulsi Gabbard had to say here in this 5-minute video, and we'll sit and stop and react. You guys stop at any time. Let me know.
Before the COVID pandemic, Dr. Fauci, as head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, provided millions in U.S. taxpayer dollars to fund dangerous gain-of-function research on bat coronaviruses at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, work which is now widely viewed as the source of the unintentional lab leak that sparked the pandemic.
Do you guys remember during COVID when they were saying, look, this came from a bat, but it definitely, and by the way, this came from Wuhan, China, right? And yes, there's a Wuhan place where they mess with all sorts of diseases, but it came from across the street from that at the Wuhan wet market. Do you guys remember that nonsense?
Yeah, yes. And Jon Stewart is a propagandist, but he had a hilarious bit on that. Have you seen the Jon Stewart bit where he's going on about pangolins and shit like that?
Yes,
ripping that whole thing apart? Yeah, that's great. But yeah, no. Yeah, it totally didn't come from the fucking research station right next to the wet market. It's totally the wet market. Those damn Chinese people eating their bats and shit.
How
China.
Like how racist is that? Like all these crazy Chinese people eating their bats over here. But whatever, let's continue here.
Now, in support of President Trump's maximum transparency mandate, today, on my final day as Director of National Intelligence, I'm releasing never-before-seen communications and documents that expose exactly how Fauci worked with politicized career leadership
It's
in
right
the
here on
intelligence
my
community
desk.
to suppress the truth about his actions, the virus's lab leak origins, and his role in directing U.S. funding for this dangerous research that caused immeasurable harm and countless
Pause for
lost
1 second
lives.
too. But yeah, talking about how bad Fauci is and stuff. This is also after they let, like, pardon aside, because people have been talking about whether or not you can even go after him because of the pardon. But this is coming out after, and again, it's stuff everyone knew anyway, but now it's coming from the government officially. But this is coming out after the statute of limitations ended on some of his, like, on lying to Congress or whatever. So they let the stuff that I don't know if he was pardoned for lying to Congress, but anyway, they let that lapse, and now they're like, hey, Fauci's bad, now that they can't do anything about it. It's very frustrating.
Look, I have had many thoughts when it comes to COVID. Adam, early host of the show, he had been banned on YouTube for things that he said he had 9 different strikes on his channel for saying things that were later deemed acceptable and truthful, right? We've all seen the insanity and remember the insanity. And I think it's important. We're going to have some examples of that a little bit later here, but let's continue.
Now, these documents expose Fauci's direct role in influencing and manipulating IC assessments on COVID-19 and how Fauci lied to Congress in 2024 when under oath, he denied knowledge of or participation in discussions with intelligence officials about viral research. We also received testimony from multiple intelligence community whistleblowers who reported retaliation for challenging the intelligence community's manipulation of intelligence on the virus's origins, once again revealing a clear pattern of suppressing dissent, silencing critics, and burying the truth. Dr. Fauci's close relationships with the intelligence community enabled him to assume 3 key roles that shield him from scrutiny. First, Dr. Fauci funded dangerous gain-of-function coronavirus research linked to Big Pharma and their pursuit of universal vaccines worth trillions of dollars. Second, Dr. Fauci was the behind...
Pause that just for a second. Just want to fast forward a little bit. Remember...
Too fast, too forward.
So real quick, she's talking about funding. It's all built around money. We all know it's all about money, right? And do you remember who the big sponsor of everything was?
The single most respected voice in the pandemic.
Oh, 1 second, real quick. This is
like Pfizer.
Yes, it was absolutely Pfizer. Yes, 100%.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
Yep. Yes, brought to you by Pfizer. Everywhere, constantly, and here it is right here. This is what we saw constantly all the time when it came to this.
And now a CBS Sports Update brought to you by Pfizer.
Meet the Press Data Download brought to you by Pfizer.
This portion of CBS This Morning sponsored by Pfizer.
Okay, so you get the idea. We all get the idea. Now, remember that as we move ahead here. And remember the outlets that those were on.
Worth trillions of dollars. Second, Dr. Fauci was the behind-the-scenes advisor who, alongside his hand-picked so-called experts, pushed the intelligence community to endorse a natural animal origin to hide his dangerous gain-of-function research that he funded using taxpayer dollars, all of this in a deliberate attempt to cover up the truth and shift the blame and attention away from Fauci's own actions. Third, Dr. Fauci became the nation's pandemic pundit, and he publicly pushed lies, disinformation, and censorship using every platform available.
Okay. Remember, he was the go-to when it came to this. He was the God, Phoenix, he was the God, King, Emperor of COVID.
Like a real one, yeah.
Yes,
he
was. And as a matter of fact, the media would tell you that.
The single most respected voice in the pandemic. It's Dr. Anthony Fauci.
The man who's become known as America's doctor.
The nation's top infectious disease expert, Anthony Fauci.
You are seen to many as a superhero.
Dr. Anthony Fauci, American hero and New York Yankee fan.
You've done so much for this country in terms of this crisis, so I really appreciate your insight.
Who better to give us answers that we can trust than Dr. Anthony Fauci?
The perfect person to answer our questions today. Joining us now, Dr. Anthony Fauci.
All right.
Oh my God.
Yes,
crash out
Phoenix.
very close.
No, King, go for it, brother.
I'm glad, as much as that guy needs to be held accountable, I'm also very glad that he did just fade away, because I had forgotten how much I hate that fucker. Like, wow. And all the freaking over-the-top praise and trying to, like, superhero and hero and savior. I am the science. I'm the science, guys. Like, oh my God. Like, yeah, that's a total flashback. And yeah, no, that was obnoxious. Like, honestly, I was way engaged in the COVID stuff at the time. Shout out to everyone who was on the right side of that. I saw chat patting themselves rightfully on the back. They're like, hey, but yeah, no, everyone who was on the right side and called that shit out from the very start. Good job, guys. But yeah, no, even I had forgotten just how freaking blatant and over the top it is. Like, oh, he's a superhero. I'd forgotten just how freaking ridiculous they were treating him.
Oh, and real quick, I just
Yes.
want to remind everyone, because this is something that a lot of people forget, was that when this C-19 thing came out originally, and Trump had said, hey, maybe we need to stop gatherings, like in even like showing like Chinatown, like, hey, we shouldn't be gathering, da-da-da-da. What did the other side do? They did the polar opposite. They actually, Nancy Pelosi, everybody went out in Chinatown into large crowds. They're saying like, there's nothing going on. What are you talking about? And then watch how fast that then shifted, because the narrative shifted and Trump was going the other way. If like you don't look at that and just go like, wow, everyone's just lying to me. Again, I don't know what is required for these people to wake the fuck up. For people who call themselves woke, they're sure in a coma sleep. Good Lord.
Well, I am glad that this is out. I'm glad that this has 45 million views. I'm glad that this is they're validating everything that everybody already knew, right? I'm glad that they're doing that. But what are you going to do about it? Don't just say that on your way out, right? What is going to be done about this? This is an event that fucked over literally everybody in the entire world. And it stems from one dude who was making all this stuff, built around the back of making money here. By the way, the highest paid person in the American government, if you recall, when Fauci was there. Jennifer, founder of XXXY, says Fauci was the arsonist and he turned right around to play the hero firefighter. And oh, how we love fawning praise. How I'd love to see justice here. Chat, Phoenix, Keen, Blabs, will we see any justice done in this situation at all?
I think it depends.
Not from the government.
If Trump can figure, I think right now all focus is going to be like on the midterms. But after that, if the midterms go this administration's way, I wouldn't be surprised if they start figuring out these like other side problems. They start looking into maybe if they can overturn the auto pen thing and showing like that can't work. Those pardons are nullified. If that can happen, or if they attack it from a different legal perspective or strategy, you might see it. But I see this as more towards the end of this administration, not something especially not now as the midterms are going to be coming up, because that's an issue you don't want to start making people angry.
Well, I saw this video.
Joe Biden even alive? I haven't heard from him in a minute, have we?
Yeah. He's Joe Biden.
Exactly.
He gets wheeled out. He gets wheeled out every once in a while.
Yeah, I think he recently started tapping a microphone and they wheeled him out of there. It was at an event with Obama, I believe.
Does he blow on his ice cream in case it's too cold or something?
That was crazy. Remember those years where they pretended he was president? That was really interesting. I mean, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. I remember this very vividly, this right here. And you were talking about how Keen, you were saying you forgot the praise and the fawning over Fauci, right?
Forgot how
I guarantee
extreme it was,
this.
yeah.
This is becoming a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
A pandemic of the unvaccinated.
This is an epidemic that's occurring in the unvaccinated.
We're seeing a pandemic among the unvaccinated.
This is becoming a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Pandemic of the unvaccinated.
This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
We have a pandemic among the non-vaccinated. We have a pandemic because of the unvaccinated.
We could have
Minecraft them.
It's infuriating.
I sent Joe a link if you want to see his candle, by the way, if you want.
Oh yeah, the Fauci candle. Yeah,
Saint Fauci candle.
Yes. The Saint Fauci candle. I have seen this before.
I put in the program.
Yes, thank you very much. Let's see, make sure. Yes, here it is right here. This is definitely something that needs to be done there and ordered by everybody. The Saint Fauci candle. How unbelievable. Now, this has 45 million views over on X, and this once again speaks to the importance of X many times over, because you may be saying to yourself, hey, this is a major story. Well, this person has done a breakdown of all the major TV networks' airtime given to this story, and wouldn't you know it, it's exactly what you think it would be right here. Fox gave it 48 minutes, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, and NBC a total of 0 minutes right here. 0 minutes.
I wish we had like comparisons. That would be an interesting thing to look up. Like how much they did the government freaking lying to us and, like you said, destroying the lives of everyone in the entire freaking world versus talking about when a black kid stabbed a white kid to death at a track meet or something like that, which is an important story because of the reactions to it, but it's not on the same level. And I can guarantee you they all talked about it more, including Fox.
Well, we have this also. Says, did they cover Tulsi's declassification? Legacy Media, AP, no. CNN, no. All the way down the list. Washington Times, New York Times, no. but they felt the need to do the story about Father's Day, right? Washington Post, no. Lies by omission. What do they say? I remember that. Silence is violence. Heard that all the time, especially during that time, 2020. Silence is violence.
Riots are peace.
ABC News, CBS, NBC, USA Today, New York Times, they're literally killing people by not talking about this story. Congratulations, guys. Silence is violence here. It's crazy. And even Tulsi Gabbard over on X says, seeing who is choosing not to report on this story tells the story here. I mean, that's it. It tells you everything you need to know about this. But they are reporting on a lot of other things, or mainly one other thing happening in the world right now. There's a lot of big stories. This thing happening over in Britain with the graping over here and the 250,000. The evidence of Fauci and the gain of fund research right here. The illegal alien who tried to blow up the White House UFC event. But did you see the algae in the reflecting pool right here? I remember when Trump first came out and he started using fake news. He's like, you are fake news, whatever, right? And I remember thinking, like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Like that's really audacious and really, like, you know, that's a big statement right there. You're fake news. You're like, what you're doing is propaganda. And then you start seeing stuff like this and you go, oh. And then you start waking up a little bit and you go, oh yeah. Because once again, I have a background in journalism here. I went to school to write news and to tell news stories long time ago. And I was taught to never be a part of the story and to tell the story as down the middle as you possibly can. And maybe I was in the last class that was ever taught that. Maybe that's the case. But I just didn't believe it. But then you see this and you see the overwhelming just lies by omission, the sheer slant that you see on every channel. Fox, CNN, NBC, go down the list, whatever. There's always a slant associated with it, a political slant. And it's sad. It's honestly sad. And with all this, I just simply go back to, great, what's going to be done? What's going to be done? And, you know, Tulsi Gabbard said, she also said on X that there's a path to prosecution because of the auto pen thing, right? But, well, you know, the likelihood of anything happening here before Fauci's dead, 1%, you know? Like, I do not have a whole lot of faith when it comes to this. Phoenix,
there's a path to prosecution. Just do it, meme. Just do it.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised, like I said before, towards the end of this administration, should we win the midterms, I'll speak for myself, should this administration win the midterms, that I wouldn't be surprised on the way out, that last 6 to 8 months, that you start seeing a couple of things start rolling out. You just can't do it right now. That's not the thing. Like, that's not our path right now. We got to really focus on the midterms.
But likewise,
I put it at 25% chance.
They might tease it before the midterms too, though. Like, that could be part of the October surprise as they ramp up the we're totally gonna do it this time, guys, before the midterms.
Well, as much as I want to hope that we're out of clown world, you see things like this, and we are still very much entrenched in the insanity that is everything going on, and the holdover from COVID. I mean, like, look, I have family members who are like trying to buy houses, and we also saw the price hike and the wealth transfer, everything that happened right there. Like, it's impossible to do any of those things now, especially like for I mean, I honestly have sympathy for these kids who are getting out of, you know, are entering the workforce for the first time, and they have these dreams of owning a house. It's like, good fucking luck. Good fucking luck. You're going to buy a house. It's insane and honestly sad. And like I said, literally everybody should be pissed because this affected everybody on Earth. Everybody on Earth was affected by COVID in some way, shape, or form. So prosecute the fuck out of it. That's my stance on this.
Yes, prosecute them. Yes, we have to prosecute them all.
Mm-hmm. All right. What do you guys think? I'm sure you guys feel very similar to my thoughts on it.
I probably have the highest. I probably am the one here that actually believes that something might actually be done. I 25-30% chance that this is, because I know Trump's PO'd about that. So wouldn't shock me. Towards the end, you start seeing that.
Just biding his time, huh?
Yeah. It's all, obviously it's all politics, and like right now that's not the time to do it. Like right now it's all, we got to get the gas prices down. Like it's all economy. The minute you mention something else, like if you start mentioning a Fauci right now, people are like, dude, I can't afford groceries.
Right.
So you do that. Hopefully once the economy stabilizes, if you can, then you can start doing these little, so people may call like nitpicking topics. Obviously not nitpicking for us, but for them.
Scenario came in with sense. Says, I know Fauci got pardoned, but he effectively participated in creating a biological weapon and unleashing it upon the entire globe. I believe accusations such as terrorism and treason ought to stick if there's any justice left in the world.
Yeah. The idea of pardoning someone, especially preemptively pardoning someone for treason, is, just throw that shit out.
Mercenary came in and says, we need a palate cleanser. Go look up Neil the Seal in Australia. Maybe some other time, Mercenary. Thank you. Patter Keg Greg came in with 5. Says, I got your back, Blabs. 5 for Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Those mechanophiliacs can get wrecked. Did I say that right, Blabs?
How dare you?
Another family hater.
Zeckler says, for Team Winter, for family. Also, Keen, what is the program you use for the AI videos? That's $10 for family.
Thank you.
You'd have to be more specific about what AI videos, but generally Seed Dance 2.0 for animation, ChatGPT for still images. You can ask me later if you want. Like, I do have a Discord and everything. We'll drop links later. But yeah, I'm always happy to talk about AI.
Matt says, not fake news, but malicious distortion of truth. Mercenary says, 100% chance we get an October surprise. I pray to God it'll be full martial law and mass arrest.
Wasn't Mercenary the one saying for like 6 months straight, we're getting martial law, but it was like Marshall's like home good shopping Marshall?
Yeah. Kurgan says, it's possible for states to prosecute as well. Thank you, Kurgan.
Great savings.
Big savings, martial law week. Get a scarf, only $5 for...
Game Hunter Sirius came in at 10 says, what Tulsi should have said, what she should have said, that rat fraud Dr. Queer Fauci was responsible for the rise of woke-tards, fema-hags, COVID weebs, hood weebs, Twitter freaks, quangos, radical cultists. Peace. Then just go, peace. $10 for Final Fantasy. I appreciate that. Thank you, Game Hunter. All right, let's go ahead and try to move on from that insanity. There is a little bit of positivity coming out of all the world, and I do want to get to that. But before we do, I want to offer you free money. That's right. I want to offer you free money. As a matter of fact, Rumble wants to offer you $10 to go download Rumble Wallet. If you guys haven't yet, I need you to check this out. There's a QR code on your screen. It's meticulously right over here. Wherever you guys are watching the show, it's right there right now. You go to wallet.rumble.com or you scan the QR code. Preferably, you scan the QR code. It's very simple. Even better, you go to wallet.rumble.scrollers and use the promo code scrollers10 to get $10 in US stablecoin. Now, when you have that free $10, what you can do is you can use it to support any creator you like. I don't even care if you support side scrollers. I legitimately don't. I just want you to give this a try. If you want to go support somebody over on Rumble and give it a go, you can. It's like $10 to give to your favorite content creator by you going to download Rumble Wallet right now. It's very simple, very easy. And on top of that, all 10 of that USAT, that USA stablecoin, will go to the creator, to their Rumble Wallet account. It's spectacular. Not like on YouTube where they take 30% cut. No. 100% goes to the creator. It's awesome. It goes back to how much control do you have over your money? We've seen this before. Hey, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, if I was talking about the stuff we just talked about in the last segment, the banks would have come and shut off my bank account. We saw that happen. You can't do that with Rumble Wallet. Now, once again, this is only available for the first 500 wallets activated and funded, right? So you got to take advantage of it now. Go in, download Rumble Wallet, scan the QR code on your screen, and once again, use the promo code SCROLLERS10. That is 10, the number's 10, and to get that USAT and claim it for yourself. Would greatly appreciate it if you do. I think it'll go a long way, and you can use Wallet to tip your favorite creators like us, or not us, whoever you want to support over on Rumble. It's awesome. So download it, check it out. We'd greatly appreciate it. They support us, so please consider supporting them. Thanks, Rumble Wallet, for your support and literally putting money in people's pockets. All right. Awesome stuff right there. Thanks, guys. And go check it out for yourself. I hope that you guys all do. All right. Real quick. Patreon. Oh boy. This could change things. Patriotic Gestalt came in with $50. Says, I vote for Fast and Furious. It was my go-to date movie back in the day. Anyways.
Yes.
Off topic. A great VTuber suggestion. Akosmic. I don't even know how to say it.
A cosmic otaku.
Oh, a cosmic otaku. Okay. It's all like one word. So, cosmic otaku. There we are. Yeah, thank you very much, Patriotic Gestalt. I'm going to get you.
Thank you very much.
That is beyond generous, and we appreciate that. It's great to see you, my friend.
And seconded, there are a lot of great people in the community that, if you want to pull onto the show.
We have a great list of friends that appear on a day-to-day basis, and that's awesome. That makes us so happy. All right, let's go and move on. I mentioned a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, and we see people that are starting to see the light, if you will, and just how broken these people were. And Elon Musk tweeted this out over the weekend. This has almost 7 million views, and I think this is a roller coaster of a video that is about the death of Charlie Kirk, as that anniversary is coming up very, very soon. And take a look at this guy right here and the things that he has to say.
I'm actually glad that Charlie Kirk was murdered, but probably not for the reason you think. I was at work when I first found out. A fellow employee had wandered up to me, cell phone in hand, and asked, "Did you hear that Charlie Kirk just got assassinated?" And I, without even a moment's hesitation, responded, "Good! Fuck that Nazi white supremacist piece of shit!" I had never before witnessed such a perfectly blended expression of disgust, disappointment, sadness, and surprise, all through the window of another man's eyes, or experienced a silence so uncomfortable as the one that followed. And although that look on his face now haunts me more and more with each passing day, at the time, it only made me distrustful and upset. But little did I know that the sentence which followed would end up becoming the most profoundly psychologically impactful question that I've ever been confronted with. Have you ever actually watched any of his debates? I decided to end the conversation immediately. This man was clearly a lost cause, one of those intellectually dishonest Kool-Aid drinking types who refuses to engage in good faith with any perspective which contradicts their outstandingly narrow and propagandized worldview. And by this man, I mean me. Because I hadn't actually watched any of his debates. I was basing literally every single thing I believe about a human being with thousands of hours worth of publicly available recordings of himself openly expressing his opinions on a small handful of out-of-context clips that had been curated for me by algorithms and media organizations being funded by the political opposition. I foamed at the mouth, right along with the rest of those rabid and bloodthirsty dogs, gleefully mocking those who had been saddened by his death and downplaying the atrocity of it all by suggesting that political violence is just an unfortunate yet necessary step toward our coveted socialist revolution. That is, until I began to notice a common thread. The exact same comment being repeated ad nauseum in nearly every single online space. Have you ever actually watched any of his debates?
Before we continue, have you guys actually used that, actually asked that before? Like those who are so rabid against Charlie Kirk, like this guy was. That's the one thing that I've seen consistently over and over again is his experience, copy and pasted. These people only seen curated clips that are meant to make him look horrible, but they've never actually watched any of the full footage of Charlie Kirk.
Yes, I have, and I've also applied that with other things, as you know, as I said, like I've said, where they'll go like all these people are NZs, and I went like, well, have you actually talked to them? So over and over again, I'm constantly pointing out these kind of things of like, hey, you're calling for someone's death, which is crazy. Again, the God King Emperor is just a joke, where these people are actually like foaming at the mouth, very, very angry. And I go, okay, hey, well, we don't want violence. Have you just checked? Have you watched this thing? Or have you talked to that person? Have you just engaged with them for a second and said like, hey, when you said this, did you mean it this way? 9 times out of 10, those people will not follow through with it. The ones that do, what do you know? Lo and behold, they have a different perspective, and they may not be changing political sides, which is fine. They don't need to, but they're at least going like, whoa, that was an awakening. I am being clearly lied to, or I'm seeing half truths here. So I'm constantly doing that.
Let's go and continue here with this guy, because it's about to take a turn.
I didn't think much of it at first. Of course, right-wingers are all regurgitating the exact same talking point. They're in a cult. They're brainwashed. It was an ordinary and boring morning on the day I found out that I am a monster. In that moment where my curiosity got the best of me and I decided to click on some random YouTube thumbnail of Charlie Kirk with his goofy and gummy smile in an attempt to reaffirm my preconceived biases. And it was an unusually stressful afternoon on that very same day when I spoke to my father for the first time in years, despite the fact that he had always loved and supported me unconditionally. And it was a never-ending sleepless night, coming to terms with the fact that literally every single thing I thought I hated about the right, the bigotry, stupidity, violence, vitriol, and narrow-mindedness, was actually just an outward projection of hatred toward my own self. Charlie Kirk is my hero. He opened my eyes to the cruel and manipulative nature of our political media, brought my family back together, and taught me how to love again. And to anyone who takes issue or offense with that, I'm going to do exactly what he would have done, and challenge you to answer a simple, honest, and straightforward question. Have you ever actually watched any of his debates?
Pretty powerful, and you see the emotion that that guy had, just the idea that realizing that he had been more or less propagandized and lied to about this guy, and it affected his entire life, his relationship with his father, with his family, and to see the emotion that he felt after realizing this, man, it's a pretty powerful video. It's a pretty powerful 3 minutes, and I wish when you see a video like that, I wish that you could just put it in front of some of these people who have just become so evil and so filled with hate.
So evil. Like, that's the thing. I say this on so many episodes. That's the thing I don't understand about that side. We, by definition of sides, we disagree with that side, right? We disagree with the other side. I've heard myself and many people on this panel all say, like, we wish these people no harm. We still want them to have their rights. We want them to be able to speak. We're constantly saying that. And these would be to what they're defining us as mortal enemies. I don't understand the rabid hatred, death. Like, I would never, if Joe Biden, who I did not like, when I heard that he had a stroke, I'm like, I think I even put a post out like, hey, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully he gets well. Like, we don't want anyone like dead here. So we've got a twofold problem here of that they're not they're not being subjected to the full context of news. They're seeing one side. And then the other problem is that for whatever reason, they are rabid about it. Like, just like if they had a button that they could just press, like, destroy one side, I think they would. And that's terrifying to me.
They absolutely would press the button and they wouldn't even think about it, which is the even more terrifying part. Like, that's just, they have been taught to hate and they would absolutely press the button in a heartbeat.
They hate so much and yet they never question it. That's what's scary. Like, if I'm ever wishing ill upon someone, like to the point of not existent, if I'm really going to think that, I hope to God that I have researched and at least talked to them just to make sure that I understand their viewpoint before I would press a button. Them, it's just nope, click,
Yeah, and that was perfect timing because I was about to get into something similar, which is just that major shout out to that guy for looking into it a little bit. Like, we need more of that. It's one of the best things you can do, and it's hard if you're coming from a brainwashed spot. But like, no, that's really great that he actually took that to heart when he was asked and reevaluated things. And especially, I hate to say it, the physiognomy, like that dude's one of those guys who need it. So special shout out to him, because that looks like one of those guys who would not do that and would just keep hating and cheering on and be like, hey, it's so cool that Charlie Kirk was killed. Yay, he's a monster. He's all these bad things. But no, he actually took that to heart and changed his opinion by doing research.
And I think that's awesome. And let me tell you why I actually do feel a little bit of hope. And let me kind of backtrack to our previous story here that we talked about and the ongoing propaganda war that you're seeing, right? This guy woke up. He woke up despite the AP, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC, USA Today, New York Times, Washington Post, all of these media outlets pushing a narrative. And people still have enough common sense to look at that and be like, that's not right, right? That's wrong. Oh, this guy actually was a good guy, or he wasn't all these things that they accused him of. That's why I feel like there's hope, that there's a waterfall of just misinformation and propaganda being just shoved down everybody's throat, and people are still rejecting it. That to me is powerful, but you wonder how many people have been broken by that. Going back to 2020, man, that I broke a lot of people in a lot of ways. And to see that the steady flow of information coming from all of these outlets, and you still see this guy who recognized that he was wrong. Like, that's powerful to me. And it takes a lot to say, look, I messed up. And the fact that he reached back out, he connected with his family, it's amazing. It's amazing to see.
Yeah,
I hope there's more.
I always encourage people to be hopeful, but with paying attention. Don't get complacent either. But I don't think there's any purpose being black-pilled. I think too many people go the other way. I like to say a lot, I like to bring up that I see things moving in a lot of positive directions, despite how fucked up everything is, because things clearly are fucked up. We're not where we're supposed to be in most metrics, but when you look over the course of the last decade-ish, I think things are going in the right direction. We've had multiple wake-up moments. We've had things like Gamergate. We've had Trump 1.0. We've had Biden. We've had COVID. We've had Trump 2.0. All of these things. And to your point about the media and it losing power, the media was wrong on, let me just check that. Yeah, the media was wrong on all of those. And that's going to wake more people up. And as I said earlier, you don't need to wake up everyone. You need to wake up enough people to engage with society and change it. And everyone else will then shift sadly, without even realizing sometimes. But it's the end result is what matters. We don't need to get everyone alert and engaged. We get enough people alert and engaged, and the other people will be sleeping still, but less destructive to society. They're going to come over to our side. So yeah, don't let up. Don't be like, oh, we win, I don't have to do any work or something, but also don't be hopeless. We're going, we're pushing this. And if you look at the arc over the last decade or so, things are moving in a good direction.
I have hope. I do have hope. I know a lot of people don't. I do have hope. And I hope that hope trickles down to other people, which would be a great thing, because hope goes a long way. Long way. I have hope. I have a lot of hope that the battle between Harry Potter and Fast and Furious today goes down to the wire, and it's getting there. Real quick, Overmod came in, says, are you guys going to have Malcolm from Basecamp on for Harry Potter since Gundam is off the table? That's $2 for Harry Potter.
Off multiple times.
Yeah, we've had both. We've had Malcolm and his wife on the show probably 3-4 times. Yeah, they're great. The Burley Rancher came in with $50. Says, as an avid audiobook listener, Harry Potter movies went too far off the deep end to be redeemable. Plus, I want to see Family vs. Humanity, a.k.a. Lord of the Rings.
I love how he thinks Harry Potter is not redeemable, but competing against a submarine. Totally
Yes,
is.
I like specifically that he said Harry Potter went off the deep end.
Yeah.
Here's money for Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
I mean, he's correct. The money is going in the correct direction, but what an argument.
Blebs, I have
Very
so
good
little.
argument.
I have so little. And you are shitting all over my one little day. Thank you.
Good.
And on his birthday, no less.
And on my birthday, too.
He
Thank
doesn't
you.
have a birthday. He was hatched from a
Oh.
failed science lab experiment.
Buzz, why don't you read as we're just going to try to get past that horrible, hateful comment.
By the way, I do want to bring it up in case you didn't see it. I threw it in the run sheet, but Steam just dropped their new prices for the Steam machine. I put it in the gaming section for you.
That's big.
It's pretty big. That's why I'm bringing it up now in case you didn't see that.
That's a biggie.
All right, let me get this one ready to go because this is also 50 from Winterfell for $50. It says left-leaning people I know only saw short clips of Kirk out of context and decided he deserved what he got. And there's almost no point trying to convince them otherwise. It's disheartening that so many people like this exist. Thank you very much, Winterfell.
Okay. Thank you for that. Tell you
But
what.
again, even out of context, I still don't understand, even out of context, why you would be happy that a man was, murdered and then that a daughter no longer has a father. Like, that's the stuff I just don't understand. Any enemy I've had, and I've had a couple, I would never, ever wish that upon them. That's the stuff I just find terrifying. I'm done.
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Sadly.
Oh, hold on. I can't hear you. Hold on one second. I'm going to put these folks on the wall. Hang tight. Hold on.
Okay. Anyway, okay. Oh, another super chat just came in
And I can
from
do my top 5 if you need.
75I8Q. Says Phoenix, why are you touching your controllers like that?
I'm a fidgety son of a bitch. I apologize. I'm also playing Fast and Furious Crossroads at the moment.
Are you winning?
Hell yeah, dog. Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Anyway, so did you want to start doing your second part of your ranking?
I can.
Yeah, let's do that.
I can.
Okay, I'm gonna pull you up. Boop. Go forth.
Wait, hold on. Did you run an intro?
What intro? Oh, right.
Let's race like Fast and Furious. Eat my dust. I'm owning this race.
Yeah! All right, Phoenix. Race it up, buddy.
Here we go. The final 5 of the, this is the correct order, the correct top 10 of Fast and Furious. Here it is. In number 5, we've got Too Fast, Too Furious, a sequel so good. It's sometimes, I would say, better than the original. But no, in 4, we've got the original, which is today what we're celebrating its birthday, The Fast and the Furious. That's the original where they bent space and time in how fast they went with, where they literally went warp speed. All right, now we're getting into the top 3. 3, Fate of the Furious. Most people are going to be very angry that this is on the list, and that's fine. It's okay to be wrong. What are you going to do? I wish you nothing but good fortune and fun for the day, because Fate of the Furious is one of the best in the franchise. They race a submarine, and they also have the greatest baby airplane fight scene in the world. Number 2, we've got Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. This was supposed to be a straight to DVD, straight to video sequel. It didn't appear to have any of the original cast. Wink, wink, spoiler at the end. But it wound up being one of the best in the series. And if you ever want to know if there's someone out there that is a Fast and Furious head, ask them what one of their favorites is. They better have Tokyo Drift in there. And the number 1 best Fast and Furious movie of all time, Fast 5. This is what took street racing and turned it into fucking G.I. Joe. And there's nothing better than this heist movie with a bank vault scene that is unrivaled by any other action movie ever, period. And I'm right. Thank you. That is the top 10 Fast and the Furious movies ranked properly. Definitively.
Just brilliant. Thank you for that, Phoenix. Just wow, look at him go. Look at him go, folks. Look at him go. Wow, look
a really
at whoa.
narrow area full of graffiti. Where are you?
Look at him go. That's thank you very much for that, Phoenix. That is great stuff. Here on this wonderful celebration of Fast and Furious 20th anniversary today, as Phoenix is dropped down the top 5 action scenes in the movie, the top 5 hotties, and the top
Ranked,
10 movies.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
all ranked. Phoenix.
Thank you. Hobbs and Shaw was not on here because it's a horrible, horrible film. Horrible film.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right, Chief Corey Anderson came in with 2, says, if Harry Potter loses, I will never super chat again. 2 for Harry
Guess you're
Potter.
never super chatting again.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Winterfell came in with $1.99, says, can my 50 and this go to Fast and Furious? Yes, it can. There's $52 to Fast and Furious. And Davo Mega came in with $20, says, the first time I ever watched a full episode of Side Scrollers was the day Charlie Kirk was murdered. Craig spoke to us for a few hours. I found great solace in your words. Thanks, Craig. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's very nice. I think September 10th is going to bring a lot of emotions for folks when that rolls around again.
That was a rough one, and I should have mentioned that in my list of things that I think changed society too. I think the Charlie Kirk thing was a big wake-up call for a lot of people.
Yeah. Video Gamer came in and says, thanks for being the voice of reason, Craigathy and crew. $2.50 for Harry Potter, at the risk of making Blabs happy, since that's the only one I have any familiarity with. Clearly, I should watch some Fast and Furious movies at some point. Thank you, Video Gamer. $2.50 to Harry Potter. Game Hunter Sirius says, Blabs, my friends who are Potter fans prank me hard with an AI image of a 4th Fantastic Beast films for 1 week straight. I was happy until I realized it was fake. I'm drinking Coca-Cola.
It's never going to happen, sadly.
$10 for Harry Potter. All right, Phoenix, let's get an update. Where are we?
All right, here we go. It is $313.99 for Fast and the Furious, and $163.91 for the fucking magical ripped Harry Potter. Let's go. Oh, and sorry, there's also Mobosu Gundam, $49.99, and Final Fantasy, $10.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for that, Phoenix. That's great. Well, it does look like Final Fantasy is going to take it, but it's never too late.
Final Fantasy?
That's what I said. Final Fantasy and listen, I'm going back to our roots. It does look like Fast and Furious.
Fantasy.
It does look like Fast and Furious is going to take it.
Fantasy.
But we don't know. There's still time. Maybe somebody wants to come in and make Blabs really, really happy, right? Like Blabs would be very upset, right? And also tear out Phoenix's heart.
I have so little.
All right.
Or alternatively, you could keep supporting family.
Or, well, I guess we'll find out. Well, look, we do have a little bit of gaming news we need to hit on today before we get to today in video gaming. Sure, I know we're going a little long, but hey, whatever. We're having a good time here today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Steam machine pricing, which will be great to talk about in a second. But first, I want to talk about one of the most anticipated Steam games released possibly in history, a game called Congratulations on Your Purchase here. Have you seen the trailer for it? Let's check it out. That's it.
This is like wasn't there an app that was like called like the Diamond app or something? You just got a picture of a diamond and it costs like $20,000. Don't quote me here, but it was something like that. Do you guys remember what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Okay, it's same idea.
But I've always thought this was fairly genius, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to, like, I actually always wanted to do a cameo that cost like $20,000. But when somebody bought the cameo, it would be the most spectacular thing you've ever seen. Like explosions, you got all sorts of things. You hire a dance line to do a dance number, and it's, you're still making money on it, but you spend a ton of money on making this spectacular 90-second video for these folks. I think it'd be really, really funny. That is not the case here. With this game. That is not the case. As Congratulations on Your Purchase runs for $999.99 right here. By the way, you can see vivid description here, simply copied and pasted here with the brackets right here. Probably used from AI generation, I would imagine, for this. But congratulations on your purchase. Is a first-person luxury experience set inside a palace. There's a red carpet. There are chandeliers. There are velvet rope barriers, because some spaces must be protected from the wrong kind of people. You are not the wrong kind of people. You have proven that already right here. There is no combat. There are no enemies. There are no quests. No skill trees. No loot boxes. Well, there is one box, but it contains only the feeling of having arrived somewhere important. You will walk. You will look. You will leave something behind. That is all. That is everything right here. And that is the premise of this game right here.
That is slop. That's like the actual slop, and no one should buy that, and it's stupid. The only thing they got right is certain spaces do need to be protected from certain people. Like, that is correct.
I appreciate the tongue-in-cheek nature of this. I very much do. It does. People have been talking about the value. It actually has a value.
Wait.
Of it. Yes.
Wait. The best troll is they put it on sale for like 99% off.
They could.
You hit it both ways. You bring up the controversy, and then you have like a release price. So I'm changing my mind. If they do that, that's hilarious and genius. Yep.
Well,
99% off.
The value.
This could be you, the elite.
Potentially. Well, then there'd be too many names on the wall. Too much graffiti. It says the value. The question of whether this experience is worth $999.99 is, philosophically speaking, unanswerable. Worth is constructed. Price is arbitrary. The fact that you're reading this suggests you're already considering it, which means the answer for you may already be yes. We respect that about you. Congratulations again on your purchase or your consideration of your purchase. Either way, welcome. Now, Phoenix, there's one giant hole in this right here. Have you picked up what the giant hole is with this whole thing when it comes to this game and this very short experience?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, refunds. $1,000 Steam refunds. Steam is good. Like, Steam should just yeet that off the page. That's not worth it.
Correct. Steam does have a 2-hour, if you play it for less than 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
You can get it refunded right here. As this person points out, says, okay, I buy it, finish it in 10 minutes, and they refund my money back right here. That is leading the clubhouse as far as responses right there. But this does bring me to the next portion of this, which is the maybe you could play congratulations on your purchase on your new Steam machine, as they have announced the new official pricing for this is 512 gigabytes without the controller will go for $1,049. Wow. 2 terabytes with the controller bundle will go for $14.28 right here.
Who is this for?
You're telling me you're not going to buy one, Phoenix?
Yeah, you could buy that game we just saw. The congratulations on your purchase for that money. Like, come on, who would do this?
Yeah, there's a better value proposition in that app. I know everyone hates my opinion on this, so I'll keep it simple, but I still don't understand who this is for. A PC gamer, I totally get them, and PC gamers, one of the things they absolutely love doing is never relaxing and always sitting at a desk, and they always love tinkering with their machine, putting the best stuff in it, and you're about this price. So I don't know who, I'm a console-only person. This does not talk to me at all. You would need, for me to even ponder this, that would have to be $499. So, when you're saying $14.28 for something that I don't even want, that's rough. I don't know who, I still don't know who this is for. And everyone tells me I'm crazy. We'll see.
No,
maybe I'm nuts.
I think you're 100% right. I think you're 100% right. This is we talk about the escalating prices of games development, game everything. And this is all built around the giant price of RAM, which I'd like to, it's because we have things like this and this AI image, right? I will sacrifice for AI imagery of
Blabs is also responsible because you have no idea how much RAM she has on her computer. It is so much fucking RAM.
I am all the RAM.
She sure is.
But Chat, I don't know. You guys tell us. Are you interested in this at all?
They
Does
are.
this?
We've had this conversation, and I'm genuinely trying to understand. I think this is for the niche market, people who've got a lot of money and like, oh, hey, great, now I can have a little fun thing on the TV. When you're talking about the everyman, a console gamer, you're not talking to us. I can tell you that for 100% sure. We're not interested. So then if you're talking to the PC crowd, but everyone who loves PC, one of the things they love about it is that it can keep adapting. You can keep putting new parts in it. You can keep upgrading. You can do phenomenal things with it because you have control over the box. So this, when it's a little bit, I think you have some control over the box, but probably not much. I don't know why you'd spend that much money. Someone who's spending this much money probably already bought a low-end PC, futzed around with it so that it can become a console kind of thing. So I just don't know who this market's for.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, like, because Steam is a very popular platform and there's gonna be a lot of normies there, that maybe it will appeal to people, and it will. Some people will buy this, obviously, but the thing is, Steam is on PC, so everyone using Steam already has a PC. So, and a lot of them are going to have, like you were saying, they're going to be the hobbyists. They're going to have put a lot into that, or have at least something that will play stuff. So yeah, basically, I guess it's appealing to people who haven't built their own PCs, haven't purchased PCs, and are on older PCs and think this is the next step up or something. So there will be that sort of person, but yeah, no, for the most part, I shouldn't say for the most part, because again, there's a lot. Steam is massively popular, so it'll probably do fine.
The Steam Deck I get. Like, I understand that. A portable PC, that I understand. But this console thing, well, we'll see. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm nuts.
So the first thing I saw with this, my first initial thought was the most expensive video game consoles in history. And the one that most people growing up in the 90s will go to immediately is the Neo Geo, right? The Neo Geo, upon release, was $650.
And then the games.
Yes. It was now
like $150.
I thought, how does this compare inflation-wise to that right here? And Neo Geo, inflation-wise, still takes the cake as the most expensive video game console of all time. The Neo Geo came out in 1991. It came out for $650. I did some math using inflation calculator over here. This would be the equivalent of a $557 console in 1991, right here. So Neo Geo is still the leader in the clubhouse. And for the record,
and Neo Geo, though, understand it though, like there was more of a market. It's people who wanted an arcade experience, a literal one-to-one arcade experience at home. This is you already have a PC.
Yeah.
This is true. So we have that, and you can play all of the games on it, all of them, including the congratulations on your purchase. I have a larger segment here, which I'd like to do about gaming budgets. Well, let's just tie it in real quick. Let's just tie it in really fast. I saw this real fast, and this ties into how everything has gone up, and we've talked about the loss of jobs and everything, and I think this nails it perfectly. This is the game budgets over the years, starting in 2006. Okay, and I'm just going to slowly scroll down here. Gears of War in 2006 cost $12 million to make. Mass Effect 2 in 2010, $40 million to make. Last of Us, $70 million in 2013. Witcher 3, $81 million in 2015. Spider-Man, that was a huge $100 million. Over the course of 12 years, the cost of development had gone up almost 10x for video games. Next, Last of Us Part 2. Last of Us went from $70 million to $225 million in the span of 7 years. Right here. Continue. Spider-Man 2, $315 million in development cost. Right there. Gears of War E-Day.
Wow,
rumored
really?
to be $400 million when the original Gears of War was $12 million in 2006. 20 years later, it went from $12 million to $400 million.
Yeah, if that's true, that seems wild.
Yeah.
Money laundering. No, but that, like, I like how they act like they can't help it. It's like, oh yeah, no, just things have gone up. No, you have more tools. Things are getting easier. There's no justification for this, and a bunch of it is bloat and corruption. But yeah, you're paying people who don't need to be there. The teams have gotten much bigger. It's just nonsense. It's inefficient, and it's intentionally so. Like, I'm not joking about the money laundering. Like, it's a bit of a broad term, but obviously they're just trying to put, like, they're moving money around and putting it into people's pockets on that. There's no justification for those prices.
You know, I saw a video of actually my boy Destin over the weekend. He posted a video where he talked about how a lot of people are pointing fingers at gamers. It's gamers' fault that the industry's failing, and it's definitely not. You know,
I thought we didn't have to be their audience. Weren't we dead like years ago?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to need to do a reaction to Destin's video because it is really, really good, really, really good, and he kind of goes gloves off. As Destin was a traditional, access media guy at IGN, and now that he's gone and doing his own thing, kind of the gloves have come off, and it's nice, man. It's good to see. So maybe I'll do a reaction of his video.
If you have that link handy, can you drop it? I'd like to look at that too later on my own time.
Sure, you got it.
Thank you.
Got it. All right, we're a little over, but hey, there's always time for Today in Video Game History. Blabs, are you ready to go?
Yep.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
Olive Garden can suck my tits.
So mad.
Yes.
Blabs, are you so hungry that you would eat Olive Garden today?
No, I'm not retarded. I said I'm hungry.
Wow.
All right. So anyway, June 22nd, everybody, Super Cobra was released back in 1981. This one's a little bit of a little thing for Phoenix, almost like Tokyo Drift, but not really. Tokyo Extreme Racer 2 was released back in 2000. And then Final Fantasy XVI was released back in 2023. Ta-da!
Thank you for that, Blabs. Appreciate that. That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Some noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs, on June 22nd. I know you didn't miss anything.
Mm-hmm.
Include the very inappropriately named Scat for the NES. That is,
I have that.
I know it's actually a really fun game.
Sounds like a disease.
It's worth a shit ton now too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Scat for the NES.
I mean, it's not like super duper tough, but it's more than you'd think.
I need to look that up. Let me just do a little bit of price charting here, if you wouldn't mind. That's one of my favorite things to do. Hold on. Pricecharting.com. Let's see what we got here. I put in price chartering. Let's see.
Be careful when you do a search for scat, by the way.
Yeah. I'm with you. Price charting has special cybernetic attack team at $192.
Yeah, that's more than you'd think, right? Like you'd probably think that's probably like bargain bin $10 or something.
Yeah, very much so. All right. Also today, Blabs, the X-Files game was released 28 years ago for PC, which maybe you can play that on your Steam machine. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Mario Golf Advance Tour, Blabs. Oh, Mega Man.
Golf's not a sport.
Okay. Mega Man Anniversary Collection released for GameCube and PlayStation 22 years ago. It's the first of many anniversary collections for Mega Man. Guitar Hero on Tour.
Yes, with
nobody cared about the tour.
Mm-hmm. What's that, Labs?
Nobody cares about the tour.
Oh, okay. All right, you're just very angry at things right now. Obviously, very hungry. Mario Tennis Aces released for the Switch already 8 years ago. My goodness, holy moly! Let's see. Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX 5 years ago.
Not bad. The art style is really cool. The remake. It's all remakes. It's pretty good.
Okay. Sonic Origins for the PlayStation 4.
Very good game.
And it looks like Dark Scrolls is releasing for the Switch today. Right there. So I think if memory serves correct, I actually think this game looks pretty cool. It's like a Dark Souls style scrolling game, like a side scroller. So, I will need to check that out. Dark Scrolls.
So what you're saying is I did a good job on the list. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Blabs, you're the best. That's what I'm
Thank
saying.
you.
You're the absolute best.
Obvious.
Also the best, Bloopity Snooples came in with 1 Otter dollars.
Oh.
Yay!
Give him the otter. There it is.
There he goes. Oh, no.
Bloopity.
He's okay. He's okay.
Yes, so wonderful. Bloopity Snooples says, my God, Emperor, please listen before you banish me to El Salvador. In the spirit of the spirit of Fast and Furious, it's only right to keep this race close. $100 for Harry Potter.
All right.
All right. Erikias came in and says, I want a literal orange box edition. I would have preferred to buy a license for Steam OS that is user-friendly than hardware from them. Thank you, Bloopity Snooples. And we have Hidden Gem Gamers coming in as a member for 23 months. This is about $400 on Kalshi. That GTA 6 would cost over $900. If I'm right, I get around $5,000. Also, games are cheaper than ever now. All these people need to stop whining. Ocarina of Time in 1998 cost $90. All right. Thank you very much, Hidden Gem Gamers. I'm going to put Bloopity Snooples on the wall. And Phoenix, I would like an update on our battle today between Harry Potter and family.
Here we go. It is $313.99 for the Fast and the Furious, and $263.91 for this. Wow, this incredibly awesome, powerful, super muscular, badass Harry Potter franchise. And then again, Mobile Suit Gundam, $49.99, and Final Fantasy, $10.
Man, if that Gundam and the what was the last one? The $10 for
Final
what?
Fantasy.
Yeah, if those were just added to Harry Potter, this would be almost a tie. If my math is correct. Yeah, just out of giggles, because hey, why not?
Yeah,
there it is.
Whoa!
Wins.
But it's not. All right, Phoenix, take them off. Take them off, Phoenix. Take them off. All right. So that's where we're at right now. Phoenix, I'm going to invite you to put 3 minutes on the clock, if you wouldn't mind. And Blabs, I would love for you to let us know why Harry Potter is vastly superior to Final Fantasy and Fast and Furious. I keep saying Final Fantasy.
Well, I don't know why you're doing that. Anyway, unlike The Fast and the Furious, this one actually is about family, because they're not just going around stealing money for themselves. They're literally saving the world, right? It's about good versus evil. A bunch of good people stopping the bad people so their children can grow up in a better future. Unlike Fast and the Furious, it's all about money and greed. I guess that's really why Phoenix loves it so much, because it's about that money. Anyway, I think you all should vote for Harry Potter, but at the end of the day, it is your opinion, and you have every right to vote for whatever you like.
Phoenix?
Well, it's very simple, guys. What are we all lacking lately? What would you say, like the past 10 years? Testosterone, where is it, right? Well, when you watch Fast and Furious, you get hair on your chest, you get hair on your balls, you get hot women, you get fast cars, you have incredible action, and you have brotherhood. With a very diverse cast, done right, by the way, you can't get better than family. And I consider each and every one of you family.
Only if you vote for him, though, is what you want.
Otherwise, the God King Emperor comes out. Be careful. Watch out. Watch out.
Thank you, Phoenix. Be careful taking those corners right there, okay?
Whoa, okay.
Oh, hey, all right.
Guys on the road.
All right. We have just about 90 seconds left, then we're going to officially call it. Keen, do you have any last words before we call this battle between Harry Potter and Fast and Furious?
On the topic of the Harry Potter versus Fast and Furious, family, it's important, unironically, and Harry Potter never went to space. So or raced a submarine. I mean, there's no competition here. There really isn't.
Or a 28-mile airplane chase.
Yes, and Harry Potter saved the world a couple times, I think. But I mean, it was more kind of vague. It's
times.
It was kind of like whatever. There was never like a full-on absolute apocalypse. It could have gotten a little nasty, like he stopped some bad guys and stuff, but like
we're going to ruin everything and put innocent people in jail.
Con Air came in with Sue, says this Supa identifies as a $500 Supa. That's $2 for Harry Potter.
See, he go $500 for Harry Potter.
Sorry right there. Well, I'll tell you this has been an outstanding battle today, and it is in the first battle of the true best best movie franchise. I mean, I don't even know where this is going to go. We're going to have a new matchup tomorrow. We had 16 different movie franchises, and Phoenix is organizing the whole thing. So I'm going to learn exactly what the matchups are ahead of time, or I'm going to right when they happen, not ahead of time. So this is going to be very, very exciting to see who advances and truly is the greatest. Now, time has expired. Has any other last little supers happened, Blabs?
I haven't seen anything.
Which means it's time to announce the winner, Phoenix.
Hold up, I gotta bring this up there. Okay, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta hold both at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of our first part of the best movie franchise in the history of all history ever, $313.99 for The Fast and Furious, and $265.91 for a very good franchise as well, Harry Potter. But that means, of course, that the winner is Fast and the Furious.
Accepting on behalf of Fast and Furious today, Dom Toretto.
You serious? Me? I really think it should be Phoenix, actually. Anyway, he's the one with the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, Fast and Furious was the prop. Thank you guys so much. I am sad to see Harry Potter go. I do love that franchise. But listen, we live in a time where magic isn't going to solve things. It's going to take masculinity. It's going to take real human beings that don't have powers. We just have each other. We have family. You bond together.
How is that solving stuff?
And you can take on anything when you've got your loved ones at your side. And that's what Fast and Furious is. Thank you, fam. I love you. You're the best. And watch, let's just actually go to the bracket real quick. There it is. And when we zoom in, we have Fast and Furious is, in fact, the first winner on our franchise. Woo!
Wow, that was exciting. Yeah. All right. Well, tomorrow we're going to check out the next matchup. I have no idea what it is, but we're going to find the good driving, Phoenix. That's great. We will. It'll be exciting. And you know, here's the dangerous thing about what we're doing here, as far as Phoenix putting together the bracket, is he could have made a soft bracket for Fast and Furious to make it all the way to the finals. But who knows? We'll see.
No, this is pretty brutal. This is pretty brutal. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Just want to make sure you're not going to make it easy for.
No.
Okay, because Dom will fight you because he wants to do it the right way. It's a man of integrity right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, do us a favor if you wouldn't mind. We got a bunch of you guys still tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button. We'd really appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out, and let us know you appreciate family on the show. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Keen, we're gonna put a link to all your stuff down in the description so people can find you. You're a fun guy, as they say, and you obviously go check out Keen's AI entry into Leaflet's contest down as well. So, Keen, you got anything else you want to share before we roll out?
That's about it. Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. Glad Fast and Furious won. Family.
Thanks, brother.
No, but like unironically, yeah, family, integrity, masculinity, testosterone. Absolutely. Do cool shit. Do cool shit.
Speaking of testosterone, coming up in just about 10 days from now, the Star Spangled Brotacular, Thursday, July 2nd. And if you also want some more testosterone, you can go back and watch Phoenix's first time watching Bloodsport.
So good.
Baby. Use that promo code 50 off over at Side Scrollers Plus and join us. Help support what we got going on over here. We have a lot of good things coming your way very, very soon. With that said, guys, we're going to get out of here. Have a great rest of your day. Touch some grass, and we'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time when we are joined by
Rev.
Woo! That'll be fun. All right, Rev going solo tomorrow. So with that said, have a great rest of your day. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great rest of your day. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.